Me, isn't it? It's your turn, you dope. Get on the camera. Good evening. Hope you're all well. It's live chat 138 here from Brooks's Bass Corner, Tuesday night, coming to you from London town in the UK. I am fully aware we have a bit of a camera visual lag going on. I don't know how to solve it. I have rebooted my machine. I have updated drivers. I've checked the broadband speed. I've checked everything. I don't know what's going on. I can only put it down to StreamYard and their constant updates, which are very worthwhile and much appreciated. But for some reason, the visual tonight is going to have a lag on it. I don't know how to solve it. I've done everything within my power. Not quite sure why it looks like this, but hey, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Hopefully the sound is okay. So come on in. You're wearing, put teeth in a bit, a good start. Hey, oh, don't buy teeth from catalogs, kids. It's just not good. Right, we'll do that again, shall we? You're very welcome. Come on in to live chat 138 here on Brooks's Bass Corner. We're talking bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, great bass players, anything to do with bass. So if you've got any problematic gear, or you're looking for some advice, or maybe your gear's just not doing what it should, or you don't know how to set up your bass, or perhaps you've seen some of the live chats over the past couple of weeks where I've been in the workshop and you want to do something similar on your bass, then come on in, ask questions. It's what we're here for. I will try my best to answer everything that sort of gets put my way. If I don't know the answers, I open it up to the floor and the regulars here on the Brooks's Bass Corner live chat. So that's how we operate. We don't tolerate people coming in and being shirty and aggressive, lots of swearing and abuse. You want to bring religion or politics to the table, go find another channel. That's not us. If you come in and you're pleasant and you want to get involved in the live chat and you want to talk basses, maybe you might want to learn something. I don't know. Or if you're just looking for some advice, as I say, on your bass, your amp, your effects, what have you, then come on in. But sweary, aggressive people, you won't be here more than about 30 seconds. So that's how we roll. Electric Low End, good to see you. Westford, good to see you too. We're back to normal this week, not on the workbench. We're back to the regular live chat format. So I hope everyone's doing good. If this is your first time on a live chat, this is the video window. If you're on the mobile app, the live chat window is directly below. If you're on the desktop, it's that way. So you'll see comments appearing on the right hand side, or as I say, if you're on the mobile app, they'll be underneath this video screen. At the bottom, you'll see there's a rectangle that says chat or comment. That's where you put your comments in. Type away, press send. It appears here in the live chat. Then I can respond to it. Next to that, you'll see an emoji icon. So feel free to give that an absolute pummeling. The YouTube algorithm loves the emoji icon getting an absolute trouncing. So please do that. Next to that, you're going to see a rectangle with a dollar symbol in. That's called Super Chat. Allows you to make donation to the channel if you wish to do so. I got 7 super chats on last week's live chat. I've unheard of, never had that before. So thank you to all those who donated to the channel last week. That's all now gone into the vidIQ subscription fund. So thank you very much for that. So as I say, if you wish to make a donation to the channel, keep the channel running. I intend to do this for the next 20 years, hopefully. But if you want to keep it going, keep the wheels turning, keep the ball rolling, that's how you can help the channel financially. You can also buy Brooks's Bass Corner merch. So we have caps, we have mouse mats, we have t-shirts, hoodies, 170 items across 15 different designs. Again, there's been a bit of a snowball, like an avalanche of people buying Brooks's Bass Corner merch over recent weeks. So thank you very much if you've been buying the stuff. We don't get the full purchase price. We get sort of an affiliate sales commission. So I think on t-shirts, we get something like about £6-7, I think, something like that. So thank you to all those who've been doing that. If you want merch, there are affiliate links in the description box below. I'll get onto all that very shortly. Underneath the video window, you'll see a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Please give the video a thumbs up if you would be so kind. It costs you nothing to do it, but it helps the video, helps me, helps the channel immensely within the YouTube algorithm. So the more thumbs ups we get, the more comments, the more involvement on the live chat, the better it is. The YouTube algorithm thinks, oh, people like that video, we'll promote it. And then they push the channel harder, we get more views, the channel grows, and then I can throw loads of wonderful things your way as the channel gets bigger and bigger. So please give the video a thumbs up if you'd be so kind. If you're going to give the video a thumbs down, then please leave a comment in the comments section. Let me know what isn't working for you, why you don't like the live chat. If I don't know what the problem is, I can't fix it. So if you're going to do that, then please, leave a comment. You'll also find the share icon, so you can share this video out to social media, email, and other websites. You'll then find a save option. I think there's a promote option. You've got the hype button, which helps to again push the video within the algorithm. So feel free to use your hype facility. And then also next to that, you'll see a love heart with a dollar symbol in, and that's called Super Thanks, which exists on every single video here on the channel because we're a monetized channel. It works exactly the same way as Super Chat. So again, if you wish to donate money to the channel, whether it's on this live chat or you might be watching a video and you just think, actually, this is all really helpful, I'd like to say thank you to, you can do that. But like I say, the Super Thanks option exists on every single video here on the channel. So underneath the row of icons, you've got the description box for this live chat. So in there, you're going to find timestamps from midday tomorrow. So basically, our live chats tend to last about 2.5 to 3 hours, sometimes longer. If you don't want to watch the whole video, if you're watching this on sort of catch up after the event, you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can either watch it at double speed, which means the video goes twice as quick, takes half as long to watch. We sound like mice in a windmill, but it's still viewable. The other option is to use the timestamps. So in the description box from midday tomorrow, I will put up little timestamps based on everything we talk about tonight. That allows you then to either use those timestamps or on the timeline of the video when you're watching, the red bar at the bottom, you'll see little notches. Those notches basically line up with the timestamp. So again, it just allows you to jump through the video at will as you wish to do so. After the timestamps, you're going to find the Brooks' Base Corner merch links. We have a UK and Europe store, which is Spreadshirt, and we have the US and worldwide, which is Spreadshop. After that, you're going to find affiliate links for the Base Center here in the UK, vidIQ, Top Cashback, and StreamYard. You'll then find bass links. So if you have bass related purchases, maybe a bass, amp, effects, strings, leads, gig bags, cases, cleaning materials, anything to do with bass, you're going to find affiliate links there for Amazon and Thomann. Now, some of you, the eagle-eyed and sharp-eared of you, will recognize that I didn't mention Anderton's there. So don't fear. I got an email from Anderton's at 20 to 12 today, just before lunchtime, to say that the affiliate tracking program that I've had for them with Trade Doubler is now going to cease to exist, and they're moving it over to a new system called Impact. So all the Anderton's links on my videos now are redundant, but as soon as the Impact link gets sent to me, that will then be going into the description box. So if you've got a purchase coming up with and you were going to buy something from Anderton's and you wanted to use the affiliate link to help the channel, don't use the links that are currently here, but hopefully they say by about the middle of November, we'll have this Impact link. So that's what we're looking forward to. So how do affiliate links work? Okay, so say you found a set of strings on one of the videos I've produced here on the channel, and you think, I'd like to buy them and I'd like to do it through an affiliate link that helps the channel. So you'll find affiliate links there for Amazon, worldwide, and UK, and the Thomann links. So if you click on any of those links, go through to the relevant section. So on Amazon, you have the Brooks' Base Corner store, or if you're clicking on the individual item link, which I've put in some of the videos that have had certain string products there, or on Thomann, again, it might be an individual link or a section of the store that I have on Toman. You find the product, add it to your basket, go through with the purchase. Once you purchase it and it arrives with you, we then get an affiliate commission. It's not the whole price of the item. We don't get 25 pounds per set of strings. We'll get probably about 50p or a pound. I don't know. I can't remember what the percentages are. But all those small affiliate commissions add up to a bigger commission that at the end of the financial year then gets transferred over to the channel. And again, it helps to keep the channel going, keeps the wheels oiled, was what I was trying to say. So that's how that works. And then after that, in the description box, you'll find the social media links, and you'll find some Facebook, Instagram, Be Real, Reddit, Quora, Discord, and TikTok. There we go. I can see messages. So I've said hello to Electric Low End, said hello to Westford. King Charles, good evening. Is this the real mic or is AI taken over? No, it's the real mic. For some reason, we got some really weird, jerky nonsense going on with the video. I've rebooted my PC about 4 times. I've updated drivers. I've checked everything with the camera, PC. I've done everything. I've closed all the extra bits and bobs that I have on my PC running in the background. For some reason, running through StreamYard tonight, this is just how the visual's going to be. I'm really sorry. It's me. I'm here. Hopefully the sound is okay. That would be a small mercy. But for some reason, the visuals just, it's like it's tracking. And I've checked the speed test. We're running at over 200 meg download. And I think we were at about 120 upload. I don't know what's going on. All I can assume is something at StreamYard's end is causing a problem. So I can't fix it. I've tried everything within my power and nothing's happening. So in fact, I'm just going to check the speed again, see where we are. Everything on my connection box on the wall is saying we're good. It's saying we're running at a download speed of about 150 megabits per second. And uploading at, if you go on to the next bit, that would be fab. We're uploading at 103. So it's mental. All I can assume is that something's going on at StreamYard's end. Alternatively, it could be something going on in my lane, and someone in this lane is hogging the bandwidth. Whoever it is, stop it. My visuals aren't going through quick enough. But there we go. Electric Low End, you're still waiting for your mug. That was last week you ordered that. I'm wondering if there's something going on at Spreadshirt, because Andy Stratford ordered some stuff and there was about 2 weeks delay on his t-shirts. Normally when I've ordered stuff, it comes through within about 3 or 4 days. So I can only apologize on their behalf. Sorry about that. Electric, this is the real mic. He even put his teeth in at the beginning. Exactly. You know, got to make sure they're in. West thought the sound is great. Well, that's the bonus then. So at least the sound's good. Yes, I hope everyone's good. We now have a new facility in StreamYard where I can write notes, which means I have a little there is a teleprompter option, but I don't need that. I have a list of reminders to tell you about. So first off, we will be doing a Black Friday special on the morning of Black Friday, funnily enough, which this year is November 28th, a couple of weeks away. Normally what this entails is me doing a live chat. You guys can come on as well if you wish. We'll see how busy it gets. Last year's one was a little bit disappointing, not in terms of the video or the live chat, just the amount of offers there were for bass players. Last year, I got the feeling that Amazon here in the UK shot their bolt way too early. So they were doing loads and loads of string deals about 10 days before we got to Black Friday. And then on Black Friday, all the deals had basically sold out. So there weren't loads of cheap strings available. And it was all a bit of a damp squib, to be fair. So this year, I think at the moment, we're going to be going live at about 10 a.m. UK time. I know that it's not great for you guys in the US, but I've got a gig that day. So it's got to be 10 a.m. or it'll be earlier when you really will be still in bed. So it's either going to be 10 till 1 or 10 till 2. At the moment, I can't finalize that because I don't know what time I've got to be at my gig on that day. Usually it's about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So we'll see. But at the moment, I think it's going to be a 10 a.m. start here in the UK. And basically, I'll do all my homework beforehand. And basically, I have a Google Chrome window open with literally about 20 tabs for all the different retailers and what have you. And we find all the deals. And sometimes things go live as we're doing it. That happened 2 years ago. And I try and round up all the base deals for you fine people. So hopefully this year we'll have some surprises and we'll have some decent shopping possibilities for you folk. So put that in your diary. There is a link. Well, in fact, I'll put the link in, shall I? That probably makes more sense. Let me just find that live chat entry. Helps if you refresh the screen, Mike, because you only did it about 20 minutes ago. So if you want to hit the notification button for this video, and it will, YouTube will send you a reminder nearer the time that we're going to do it. So let me just get in there, get that link for you, and we'll put that in the live chat for you fine people, and you can check it out. So that's Friday the 28th. Okay, that's when we're going to be doing that. I know the first year I did this, 2023, people were making killings on strings and pedals and all sorts of other bass bits and bobs. And again, you can help the channel. So if I flag up a really good deal and you think I want some of those, you can click on that link, go through with the purchase, and the channel gets an affiliate commission back. So that's how that all works. George Iliadis, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Westfort, you've just shared my live chat to a bass playing friend. Well, thank you very much, Westfort. You're a fine chap. Electric Lowen, no worries. We as customers can't do anything about it, and weekend was in the between. It delays parcels too, and since it was sent from Germany through UPS, that also has its problems and delays. It'll get there eventually. Andy Stratford stuff did. He had 3 t-shirts and 2 mugs, I think. But yeah, okay, cool. Right, next thing on my list, Spreadshirt promos. So there was a promotional thing over the weekend from Friday through till Sunday, which has now ended. So for those of you who may be considering buying merch, obviously you can buy merch at any time you like. Links are in description box on every video here on the channel. I will remind you, please buy, if you're going to buy channel merch, please do it through the links I've posted in the description box. If you buy merch through the YouTube merch shelf, so the thing that you see underneath this video, which got t-shirts and mugs and hoodies, we lose 45% of the merch commission. That goes to YouTube. I only get the 55% of the commission. And the commission is usually fairly small already. So then to lose another half is a bit daft. So if you're going to buy merch, please use the merch links in description box. So coming up through November and the first part of December, I'll read these out. I can put a link up on the screen if you want it, but I'm sure you're all intelligent enough just to listen to what I'm saying. And I'll remind you over the weeks as we do the live chats. So there's 20% off all merch worldwide between the 11th of November and the 16th of November. There's then another 20% off offer between the 19th of November and the 23rd of November. We then have a Black Friday special, which runs between the 28th and the 29th, which is 25% off all merch, but you have to purchase 70 euros worth or the equivalent in currency wherever you're based. Then there's 25% off for one day only on the 1st of December. And then in the run up to Christmas, from the 2nd of December through to the 7th, we got 20% off again. So that's it. There's 5 offers between now and the 7th of December. So over the next month. So most of the time it's 20% off, and then there's 2 25% off offers as well. There we go. Super stuff. Third thing to tell you about this Sunday, if you're in the UK, if you're in the south or southeast, we have I say we, it's not mine. We have the Bass Chat Southeast Bass Bash. So if you frequent Bass Chat, which is a bass forum, been going for 18 years, makes me feel old. They do these get-togethers called bass bashes, and they happen all around the country, organized by people on the forum, and they've been doing them for years. I've never been to one. I've been invited once or twice just to go along as a punter. However, this year I was approached to do a presentation, do a talk, and I had to keep it open-ended. I couldn't commit to it because of family things and what have you. And then about 6-7 weeks ago, I looked in the diary and I thought, yeah, I can do that. So the person that extended the invite to me is no longer going. However, people involved in the organizing know I'm available. And they've roped me in to doing a presentation with Matt Gleason of Monty's Guitars regarding his pickups. And then 2 hours later, doing a interview with Chris Childs from Thunder and Taiketo and various other salubrious musician type combos. So that's all great stuff. Looking forward to it. It's £10 to enter. All the money goes to charity once the costs for the bass bash have been covered. There's all sorts of competitions and there's raffles and all sorts going on. Just lots of bass players bringing gear that's a bit unique, a little bit off the beaten path. Some people bring in stuff that they want to sell. It's all good bass stuff. And it now looks like I'm not doing a presentation because I saw the schedule yesterday and saw it again today, and my name isn't on there. So maybe I'm not doing a presentation, but I will be doing the other two jobs I've been given. And afterwards, once we're finished, we're going for a curry, or some of us are. So if you want to join in, I will give you the address. So bear with me a moment. It's from 11 a.m. on Sunday, which probably ain't great timing because it's Remembrance Sunday here in the UK. But anyway, follow the 2-minute silence at 11, and then we can play our basses, I guess. So it's where's the address? Here we go. St. Sebastian's Memorial Hall, 9 Mile Road, Wokingham, not far from Reading on the M4. Postcode RG40 3BA. If you want to come along, go to Bass Chat. In fact, let me just copy this. It's why am I saying do that? Just post a link. Dope. I'll put the link here and you can check it out. And if you want to come along, they'd love to see you. More the merrier. But I think at the moment there's about 45 people coming along. And then some people turn up sort of ad hoc, just turn up on the day. It's better if you can post that you're coming so that they know numbers, but also so we don't attract local oiks who really have no interest in basses or bass guitars. And so, yeah, it's for bass players. That's what we're going to be doing there on Sunday. So it should be good. 11 till 5. So all the details are in that link. Check it out if you want to come along. Electric Lowen, you've just checked it and the parcel might be here on Thursday. Well, there you go. Very good. I expect to see photos of that mug. Merku, your Westfort's friend. Well, hello. Welcome in. I apologize for the jerky video. We've got some problem going on with StreamYard today, so hopefully the sound's great. The video's a bit jerky and all over the place, but it is what it is. But yeah, so there we go. So those are my three things. Trying to think what other news we've got. AC/DC have announced 26 dates, I think, for next year. Mental craziness. Bill Derbyshire, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How's that upright doing? Hope it's all working fine now. Someone has just liked Markson. your bass channels watching us on Facebook Live. We actually are streaming out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram tonight. So anyone that's watching, good to see you. If you want to get more involved, you can if you come through on the YouTube channel. You can join me here on screen live. All you got to do is send me an email, which is in the ticker running along the top of the screen, brooksysbasscorner@gmail.com. Send me an email. I send you an invite. Click on the invite. You can join me here for a video chat. Or you can just do it by audio if you don't want to come onto the screen by video. It's all good. Bill is a regular participant by video. Bless him. What's happening with Bill? How are we doing? And I should say, I hope you all enjoyed the Workbench live chats we've done the past couple of Tuesdays. The views were significantly up. Significantly. And I hope you found them useful. I've been doing them on Mondays and the views have been great, but I had a couple of basses here that really needed turning around quick because I've got gigs coming up. In fact, a couple of them been used over the past 2 weeks. I had to get them restrung, and I could see in my diary I was just running out of time. Where we do 3 hours on a Tuesday, I thought really need those 3 hours to get those basses up and running, so it made sense just to do the live chats while I was doing that. So hopefully some of you watched it and found some of the information useful. If you've watched it and thought, I don't know what he's doing or how to do it, but you feel like you need to do it yourself, then ask me questions and I'll try and talk you through it, and we can go through it. Nothing I did last week, none of you cannot do yourselves. It's as simple as that. I've taught myself, watched people doing stuff. Been very lucky over the years to have been in the company of some luthiers and repairmen who knew what they were doing, seriously good. And you just pick a lot of this stuff up, and there's loads of stuff on YouTube to watch. There's books you can refer to, but nothing I did is that difficult. So you know, if you liked watching the guitars with gloss finishes come up when I was using the Carnauba wax, that's literally a case of applying the stuff on, letting it dry, and then, you know, polishing it straight off again. Westford saying hello to his friend. See you on the Best Bass live chat. You know that's the deal. You know that's the deal. Bill Derbyshire, it wasn't an upright, it was NS Design WAV rate course. Sorry, brain's gone to mush, Bill. Everyone's saying hello. Yes, Mike got the best advice. What can I say? I just had to get those basses up and running, so they're ready to go. So I'm very happy about those jobs now being put to rest. Electric Lowen said it once, say it again. If it's man-made, man can also fix it. You're quite right. You're quite right. I mean, I'm quite lucky that I know I had a few people comment after the live chat. I got messages going, but you didn't do much setting up. To be fair, I didn't need to, because virtually all the basses I've got, apart from ones that I've bought since COVID, I set them all up before we started the channel. So I don't think when it was June 2020, before I'd had the concept of starting this channel, I actually set all my basses up. So at that point, I think I had 29, 30. They were all set up from scratch. And a lot of them haven't, I hate to say it, some of them haven't been used since then. So nothing's really changed other than a minor truss rod tweak here and there. But to be honest, a lot of them, when I'm pulling them out the racks, there's so little to do, especially with the statuses, because there's no truss rod, there's no movement. Once you set a status up that's got a graphite neck, if it does, well, you don't need me to say Westford, but if you've got a solid graphite neck or a shelled one that doesn't have a truss rod, once you set it up and you get the string height right, you lock the bridge. It's got 2 screws on the side. You lock that in. It doesn't move. So my status empathy here, which most of you frequent the channel will have seen on many occasions, you know, this hasn't moved since 2007. So on the bridge, right there, you'll see a couple of holes. There's 2 locking screws there. So once you get the bridge how you want it, you tighten those screws up. The screws go in and hold the saddles in place. The thing never moves. This hasn't moved in nearly 20 years. It's obscene, but that's the joy of a graphite neck. So yeah, so like I say, quite a few of these basses, apart from the new ones that I've had to adjust and get how I like them, the rest of them didn't really need too much doing, so it's all good. It's all good. So next couple of basses to get on the workbench will be my Spectre Euro LX, the Sunburst Lodestone with the Sim Super Quads. That needs a new set of strings and some setting up. The Ari is fine. Pair of Alembics could probably do with a little tweak. I think that's about it, actually. Everything else is kind of good. There's a GB Rumor 5-string that needs a bit of a clean up, fret clean as well. The Kubicki needs fret cleaning. In fact, both of those. The Ibanez ATK, I'm going to use that over the next couple of weeks. Absolutely kill the strings off, and then it can have a string change and a setup. And then there's the Harley Benton Marquis, which needs a complete clean overhaul setup, the whole caboodle. So it's going to get that. And I want to film it. That's going to be a video in its entirety here on the channel. Bill, my good lady ordered me one of those Music Nomad MN805. She got the 35-inch scale. Is that right? Fret shields, and it arrives tomorrow. So the MN805. Let me get my model number right. Just make sure it's the right scale, of course. Music Nomad. Bear with me a moment. I'm sure you've bought the right thing. There we go. Yeah. Sorry, I suddenly saw 5 at the end, and I thought, no, that is the deal. Well done. You're going to enjoy that. You won't believe how much time it saves. It's just ridiculous. It was seen. And it arrives tomorrow. So your Status GP vintage will be on the workbench. Excellent. You'll have the same reaction as I did, Bill. It'd be like, how did I ever manage without one of these? I look at it, it's such a simple concept. Such a simple concept. And you think, why couldn't we have had one of them like 30 or 40 years ago? The amount of time I've wasted masking up fingerboards to do frets and cleaning and crowning and all of that. And all we needed was that. and I know some people look at it and go, well, I'm not spending 65 or 70 pounds on that or whatever the current price is. It's like, yeah, but think of the time you save. You're not going to spend hours of taping up and cutting bits of masking tape that then roll over on themselves, and you end up swearing and yeah, all of that. So the fret shield, you'll love it. You'll love it. Westford, not the same with your Retroglide. No, sadly, there are issues there. But I mean, you seem quite happy with how you've adjusted it and how it's playing now. So I guess use it. Make it earn some money, earn its keep, and see where you end up down the road with it. Scott, good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope everything's good. Thank you for your super chat last week. Very much appreciated. You started a flood. It was like a tidal wave. I think we got about 7 super chats last week, one after the other after you donated. So thank you very much for that. Very much appreciated. And it actually pushed the channel earnings over the next payout threshold. So thank you. Thank you for that. So here we are, Brooks's Bass Corner. It's coming up to 25 to 9 here in London town. If you've got any questions about bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, strings, cases, gig bags, cleaning materials, setups. If you've watched the past couple of Tuesdays, you'll know we were in the garage on the workbench doing the basses. Back to regular live chat this week. Although I seem to be very jerky in the visuals. We've tried everything. I've rebooted the PC like 5 times this afternoon, updated the drivers, checked the camera. I blame in StreamYard. I don't know what StreamYard's doing. It's all very slow. I know 20 minutes ago, I did the speed check and we should be fine, but for some reason we're not. So we just got to soldier on. I don't know how to solve it. So, yeah. So what's people's news? Anyone got any new bass purchases? I know Albriano, if he turns up, has bought a go into your emails, Mike. Get the model right. He just bought a new Fender Jazz, which is, bear with me, I think that's it there. I'll wait till he comes on before I post the pictures. He bought a what did he buy? He bought, oh, it doesn't actually say the model. That's good. He bought a Fender Jazz 60s reissue. This one reissue, everything is period correct, down to the cloth insulated wire and pots, sunburst. Very nice. The images look great. Yeah, but other than that, he hasn't told us exactly which model it is. Rich, he wanted me to pass the photos on to Richard, which I did, and he thinks he's bought the American Vintage 2 with the 66 pure vintage pickups, which is basically the successor to the American original. There we go. There we go. So hopefully Al will turn up later on. Very nice looking bass, I have to say. Yeah. Tug bar underneath the G string. It's all good. All good. Nice three-tone sunburst. Lovely. Well done, sir. Lollipop tuners as well, if you please. Nice case with all the case candy in. Beautiful. Bound neck dot markers. Very good. Very good. Okay, I quickly need to check the stream health. Right, that's that. That's fine. That's all good. We've got any new subscribers? You're very welcome. Thank you for joining in. I'm just refreshing the count so I can see. Oh, we got a new subscriber. How about that? Since we started the live chat. Super stuff. Come on in. We're a friendly bunch. If you want to talk basses, bass guitars, anything to do with bass, that's what we're here for. And we're in vertical format tonight, so we're rolling out on shorts and the vertical live stream feed. There will be over the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping to hear from YouTube regarding this of the live chat format. So from what YouTube have said, it won't matter whether we stream out in vertical format or horizontal format. They will change it based on the device that the viewer is watching on. So if you're watching on a tablet or a PC or a TV or anything with a 16:9 screen ratio, they will sort that. So I can be streaming in vertical or horizontal. They will take care of it at their end. And if you're watching on a phone vertically, then you'll get it presented to you in vertical format. Or if you're watching horizontally, you'll get it in horizontal format. But it's all to do with YouTube, nothing for me. So today we're in vertical just because I want to keep the view levels up. But yeah, so I'm waiting for that notification from YouTube to let us know that that is going to start rolling out. Bill Derbyshire, there's a nice Fender Jazz with Kubicki Electronics in Bass Direct. That is the Jazz Plus, which is exactly the same as I've got over there. The Silver Burst, although the one they've got has the natural standard finishing. Very tempting. Yes, it is at that price. Maybe you should treat yourself. I think you'd like it. Electric Low End, everyone's saying hello to Scott. Scott's got his own fan club here. Fabulous. Splendid stuff. I would imagine young Stacey will be along later. I think Pink Bassman's coming in later. He's got rehearsals today. He's a busy chap. There's Rob Steen. Hey, Mike, it's your birthday. You shouldn't be on my live chat on your birthday. You should be down the pub, man. I hope all is well. Yeah, everything's good. Any suggestions for micro bass amps? There seem to be a lot of them recently. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I've not even tried any myself. I was having a chat with, who was I talking to today? Chris Childs, in preparation for our interview thing on Sunday at the Bass Bash. And I was saying to him that because we've only got like 5,000, well, just under 5,000 subscribers, trying to get gear from companies for review, demo, testing is almost impossible. Until I get over 10 to 20,000 subscribers, I've literally got to go and buy everything that I want to test and demo and review. So I've not tried any micro bass amps, to be fair. When I've been in the gallery, hey, Beat After Beat, good to see you. When I've been in the gallery, as far as I record, I don't think they've got any micro bass amps in there. But a shop like the gallery tends to stock what is selling. So I don't know what the big thing with micro bass amps. I mean, we've all got the Class D stuff. When you say micro bass amps, can you put a bit more meat on the bones as to which particular models? And I'll start having a look at them online. See if anything sort of gets the brain cogs turning, that if I've been talking to other bass players, if anyone's bought anything and they've said, yes, good, no, not very good, and any problems, any breakdowns. But yeah, let's just have a look. Let me have a look. So what falls under that banner, under that umbrella? See, I put in micro bass amps. Nothing's coming up specifically, but I'm getting things like TC Electronic, BAMs, Warwick Gnomes, Black Star, Mark Bass, Micro Mark. Is that what you're referring to? Let's have a look on Anderton, see what they've got. They probably haven't got a section for that. It'll just be bass amps. Ashdown will probably have something, I would imagine. Let's have a look. Well, Ashdown's product range is constantly changing. I know they've got some new things coming out. I got an email about the other week. Let's have a look on Guitar. I'll have a look on Bass Direct as well. Amplification. Okay. I guess we're looking at things like GR Bass Mini 1, maybe. Not sure if Ampeg Ventures fit into that description. You're thinking desktop type amps. I just seem to be seeing a lot of them online. Okay. Any particular brands standing out? I guess they're kind of trying to fit. I mean, do these have USB connectivity for use with DAWs and PCs and Macs? In which case it will take away from the need to have an audio interface if you're a bass player, I guess. So you'd think they'd have particular sections for that, but I'm not seeing anything. It's just all lumped in with amps. That's basses, right? Amps, bass amps. Here we go. I guess they're going to come under practice amps, aren't they? So there's East Coast, Laney, Black Star. Please don't look at I'm looking on Guitar. Please don't look at the Kinsman 15-watt combo practice bass amp. We had the 30-watt version. I had the 30-watt version here for review in 2019. It was atrocious. Possibly one of the worst bass amps I've ever heard. And I said so in the review as well. It was shocking. Really shocking. Not well put together, not well built, and sounded like just steer well clear would be my advice there. Yeah, seems to be some Laney stuff here. Ashdown have got a Studio Junior 15-watt bass combo practice amp. Again, I don't know how big these things are, so There's a Laney Mini Bass NX Combo practice amp, £75. That'll probably be quite good. The Vox Pathfinder Bass Combo, it's 100. Dark Glass have got an Element headphone amp and cabinet simulator. Bit pricey though, £240, but I guess it just depends how much you want to spend. Some small Laney stuff here, 10-watt bass combo, 59 quid. There's stuff out there. Vox Amp Plug 3 bass, £39. Interesting. Christmas is coming, isn't it? Maybe we'll see some of that stuff on the Black Friday. I was about to say Black Friday show. As though this is a TV series. It's not. So beat after beat, there we go. Everyone said a load of beat, good stuff. Yeah, a Bill Derbyshire, Phil Jones bass, of course. Westfort, the Vox, also maybe, I think there's an Aguilar one as well, isn't there? Although I've seen less about that in recent times. Maybe they've discontinued it. Let's have a look here on Bass Direct. This isn't sort by. No, that's not what we want. I guess we're going to go weight, aren't we? So less than a kilogram. Good luck with that. No, they've got stupidly big amps here that come under apparently less than a kilogram. Okay, we'll try the 1 to 5 kilograms, shall we? It's not showing up any small stuff really. It looks like Guitar might be a good place to check out for this stuff. There's a Phil Jones bass BP200 compact bass amp head. That's 325. You got the Phil Jones bass cub, but that's got the speakers built in. I would say, Rob, check in on the 28th of November when I do the Black Friday thing, and we'll see what's about. And in that time, I might be able to sort of factor in a trip up to town, go and check some of this stuff out. Like I say, it used to be very easy because all this stuff used to get sent to me for review constantly. And now, because the channel at the current time is quite small, we don't get it all. And well, this is slightly left of field, but I'll mention it anyway. In rounding up the bass news, Hartke have announced a new amplifier. Not quite sure how successful that is going to be for them. I think they've long since come down off their perch of being one of the most purchased amplifier brands, but there we go. It happens. You can't be there forever. Yeah. Let's have a look. Anderson's. Anything else on there? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Might come under combos. Let's have a look. I'm nothing if not thorough. Vox also, yeah. Let's get 5,000 today. Beat after beat. That would be lovely, but it's a significant jump. It's a significant jump from 4,828 to 5,000. Although I say that some of the Monday live chats on the workbench have produced 40 subscribers in one fell swoop. So it can be done. It can be done. Rob, this seems popular. The Joyo, right? Okay. Yeah, Joyo are basically flooding the market with pedals, small amps, what have you. There is a story. They did approach me about a year and a bit ago to review one or two of their pedals, and what it turned out was they wanted to do it for Amazon, and it would have basically involved me producing a load of video content, not being paid for it, not having the copyright on it, not posting it on my channel, but basically sending them the video and then them uploading it to Amazon. To which I said, no, you can hire a company to do that, or you can hire me to do it. I'm not doing it for free. Oh, well, you get to keep the pedal. It's like, that's no use to me. I've got tons of octave pedals. What do I need another one for? And so that didn't happen. I then contacted them again in the summer by a different arm of the company. And I said to the guy, I've been contacted by you people before. You wanted me to produce videos for your Amazon channel. I said, there's nothing in it for me. He said, no. I work for a different part of the company. So we would allow you to produce the video and put it up on your channel, and then we'll link through to that. I said, oh, well, that changes the game. But we haven't taken the conversation any further because I've been fairly flat out busy. So I will get back to him on that. But I've not actually had any Joyo stuff here in my hands to test. So they do a 30-watt bass amp portable combo, 4-inch speaker with Bluetooth. That sounds like could be worth investigating. I'm never convinced when a speaker goes below 5 inches whether you're actually going to get any sort of level of bass EQ out of it when it's that small. You might, and sure, you're only going to probably be using it at home, so you're not going to be blasting it with a drum kit. But I always get a little concerned when speaker drivers go below 5 inches for bass, but it might be quite good. If I can get them to send me some stuff and I own the copyright on it and they are going to link, I'll ask them to throw one of those in. Come back to me in a couple of weeks, Rob. See what I can manage there. Russell Zorner, good to see you. Kilogram. If I remember correctly, I'm about 14.5 stone. Yeah, I weigh myself in stones and pounds as well. Dark Glass made a stomp box amp. The demos look pretty great if you're into that sort of thing. Seymour Duncan Power Stage is favored for its transparency if you don't want the Dark Glass sound. Okay, fair enough. Is the Power Stage, is that bass or is that just guitar? And it's just a guitar amplifier that obviously we as bass players can plug into. Beat after beat, you never know. You never know. Russell, Dark Glass is almost better known than Wall, and they never made a bass of their own. I've seen. No, they haven't made a bass. Not that I'm aware of. Tom Blug's Amp 1 works for bass and guitar. Okay. King Charles, do you think amps have had their day? Well, it's a conversation going back 8 years that we were having at the magazine back in 2017. And at the time, the talk was that Nate Mendel of Foo Fighters was going to ditch Ashdown and he was going to just use Kemper profiling. Now, looking back, I don't think that's happened. I think he still uses Ashdown. But I remember my editor saying more and more of the metal and rock, heavy rock bass players he was interviewing were saying they were going to start going amp and cabless, and they were going to have silent stages. Here we are 8 years later. That hasn't been the case, but certainly there has been a marked downturn since COVID. I would say in amp and cabinet sales, backline amplification has taken a hit. I don't think people have the finances to keep throwing money at amp rigs like they did through the 2000s and 2010s, when you could go on any bass channel and there would be the regular frequenters of those channels literally swapping backline rigs like every month. They'd buy something, use it for a month, sell it, buy something else, sell it, buy something else, and it just went on and on and on and on and on. I never understood it, because surely you know what your sound is. The amplification is there to amplify what your sound is. If your sound relies on the amplification to be part of that sound, then that's a different thing. But if you're buying gear, expensive gear, and it's not sticking around with you, then why did you buy it? You know, that's serious investment when you're buying an amp rig and an amp setup, unless you're buying cheap, of course. But I've never understood that. I mean, my amp setups generally have stuck around for like 10, 15 years at a time. So Do I think it's had its day? No, I think you're always going to have that stuff. I mean, I don't need to show, you can't see it. I'd have to turn the camera around. The office is a mess. But I've got a wall of amplification here, and they all do different things, different sounds. There will be some comparison videos at some point. But I keep all of that as I do all the basses, because you never know as a gigging musician what's going to fall in your lap next. I could get rid of all my small 2x10 cabs and my small class D amps, and then the following week get offered something that might be acoustic or in a small pub or a small venue, and you don't need a 4x10 or big amplification. You need something small. So I just keep all this stuff because, to be fair, amplification secondhand pricing has gone through the floor. So you're not going to make much of the money back. So why bother trying to shift it? I might as well just do the job, and when I get to the point that I retire and stop doing this, then sell it all and enjoy the ride, you know. But that would be my take on that, King Charles. But the other thing is, since we came out of lockdown, that more and more bands and artists and performers are going for IEMs. A lot of it is driven by the fact that the pricing has all come down. It's affordable. It means you haven't got to carry loads of monitoring around, which is always a bonus. And also the fact that obviously the PA systems we're using, the whole X-Air, all of that kind of thing has made that viable without huge expense. So, you know, that's all changed. But there's also the fact that a lot of the venues now insist that bands go in and play with no backline. They want you plugging into your PA or your mixer, going out to their PA and mixer, and they control it from behind the bar. So in that situation, what can you do? You know, you want to play an hour bar, you got to go noiseless, ampless. And we don't make the rules. We just have to play by their rules, sadly. So I think that's had a drastic effect. So tis what it is. I mean, I did a gig on Saturday at Salisbury Racecourse with Queen Tribute for a fireworks thing. I had an Aguilar SL212 with me, had the AG700 amp, had a Trace Elf as backup. This week, got a couple of Uncle Funk shows, no backline whatsoever. It's all IEMs. So, you know, I just try and have the tools to get all the different types of job that I do done. So, you know, nothing would give me greater pleasure than being in education, but I know the moment I do that, suddenly something will come in, and it'll probably be a band that wants me to have 2 410s and a valve amp, and I've got to have it. So I've already got it, so why get rid of it? Russell, it's not for bass, but we're talking about the amp one, Tom Blug's amp one. It's not for bass, but there have to be compact bass twins like Roland has done for the jazz chorus. I'm pretty sure I've seen a 4x8 cabinet somewhere. Yes. I think SWR used to do them. Trace did them. I'm trying to think. I wonder if Gallion Kruger did them. 4x8 cab. They are out there. I agree. SD Power Stages are straight up power amps. Very good. It might have been Ashdown. Yeah, Ashdown do a 4x8, I think. Or Mark Bass had that compact 4x8. If we watch channels like Reggie's Chicago or Chris Hamill Audio, where they're setting up live shows constantly, it's easy to see what you don't want to bring. Yeah, exactly that. Steve Holmes, welcome. You've done a graphic or an emoji there. I can't see it, so I need to go through to there. Let's see if I can see it in here. You did a #1 thumbs up. Excellent. Thank you very much, sir. You're very welcome. It is 1 minute to 9 here in London town. This is live chat 138 here on Brooks's Bass Corner. Come on in. You're amongst friends. We're talking basses, bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, great bass players, cleaning materials, strings, gig bags, the whole caboodle. So if you want to talk bass, this is the place to do it. It's good to see you. You got anything you want to talk about? Bass related? Put it in the live chat window. Press send. It'll appear here in the live chat window. If I don't know the answer, I throw it open to the fine people here on the channel. Can't say fairer than that. Give me Java. Good to see you. Welcome. How you doing? Hope all is good where you are. Electric Low, back in the day, rules were meant to be broken in music. Now we get kitty cats on stage. It's changing times, sadly. Changing times. I mean, I was talking to Chris today, Chris Childs, and I can't remember what we're talking about. Gigging, state of gigging. He's extremely busy. He's always busy because he's a very good bass player, so he's always in demand. And he was saying, "What's it like for you down your way?" I said, "It's all right. It's not great. Not the busiest year I've ever had. I think I added it up the other day. I looked in my diary. If things stay as they are, if they stay as they are, I think I'm going to hit about 70 gigs for the year. I think. So that's not great. I used to do about 180 a year. It's a big change. Having said that, a lot of my my gigs pay a lot better than the gigs I did 10, 15, 20 years ago. So generally I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. But it's a different thing. You know, my main band, again, counting up the gigs in the diary, my main band will only have done 34 gigs this year. But with all the other bands that I work with, it brings that number up to 70. But I want to be over the 100, 150 mark year after year. So, but it's a mark of the time. It's a different gigging environment now, certainly here in London and Southeast. You know, there used to be so many places. And now they just don't exist. They're either not there or they don't have bands. Some places never had live music again after COVID. They don't want to pay for the licensing. They don't want the grief of having to have bands and pay bands and noise restrictions and all that. Tis what it is. It is what it is. So, you know, I'm very grateful for the work I have. I love doing the gigs I do with the bands I work with. But it's a different thing. So if I was trying to run a covers band now, like I did 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I don't know if you'd be able to do it and just have the one band that was pretty much all your work, which it was for me. I think you'd have to be in a couple of bands just to make ends meet. I think. I know there are guys on the London scene still working, but I know they're still doing gigs for 150 quid or less. And generally, I tend not to want to do that sort of stuff unless it's like a whole chain of gigs night after night after night. But one here, one there, and you have to keep learning different sets all the time. I did that for years, and now I think I just find it too draining and not particularly enjoyable. Whereas, you know, now the fee reflects the sort of gigs I do, so it's all good. It's all good. But I take it, you know, anyone contacts me to be a dep or to do gigs with them, I'll weigh it up. You know, is what the fee is that worth what I'm being told the effort is going to be? And you just weigh it up from that. Mark Stickley from Bass Direct has given us a thumbs up on Facebook, and young Stacey's better half, young Douglas, he's given us a thumbs up too. It's all cool. Funnily enough, the talk I was meant to give at the Bass Bash on Sunday, which now looks like it's not happening for me, one of the guys who really wanted me to do it actually threw some topics at me. He said, "Oh, if you do that, I'd like you, you know, think of these sorts of questions." I was like, "Okay." So he said, "I'd like to hear about your approach to learning a new to you song for a dep gig, or just generally. What's your process or workflow? Certainly useful for a few of us." And then another one was some amusing anecdotes about different Queen tribute bands. I played in a band that supported a band called Bohemian Rhapsody at the Fleece in Bristol a few times. They were definitely worth a few stories. Third one was how to weigh up whether to take a dep gig or not. What are the deciding factors? and for the do's and don'ts of auditions with lots of real world stories. Well, that would fill tonight's live chat. If I went through all that, yeah, that would fill tonight's live chat. There's all sorts of stories I can tell, that's for sure. But do's and don'ts of auditions. The first thing, and I've seen people do this, and I've been in the position of seeing people come through a door where you're sat outside a rehearsal room and you're there for an audition, as are the other people. And someone walks through and they start getting their bass out to make sure it's set up and in tune and clean and all that. And you realize they've done no research into the band. They've done no research into what the previous bass player used, and they've taken no notice of what the material is. So you'll have heard me recount before that in the mid-90s, when grunge had happened and was sort of coming off trend, Britpop was big here in the UK, and I'd go to auditions, and you'd get these guys turning up with Yamaha 6-strings, which is totally the wrong bass for the gigs you were going for. That wasn't the trend. That wasn't the sort of instrument you needed to have for the bands that were trying to be busy covers bands or original bands. You needed a Precision, a Ricky, a Gibson, something that didn't look too glitzy or, in inverted commas, muso-y. So turning up with a status wasn't going to get you the gig. I've always said, I've said it on other videos as well, no one ever lost an audition because they were using a Music Man or a Jazz. They might lose it if Precision and they didn't have enough different tones to call on. That's possible. But no one ever lost an audition if they had a Stingray, because it would cover all the bases pretty much. But if you turned up to a Britpop band with a 6-string Yamaha, forget it. And actually, I sat there and watched a guy get his bass out. Musical director came out from the audition room and said, "Oh, we got such and such here." And this guy got up with his bass, and the MD just clocked him, said, "Is that the instrument you've got?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "Put it back in the bag. You're not the right player for us." And the poor guy looked totally dejected. And he thought he was on to a winner. He thought, well, I can play this, and I play positionally and all. It was not what the band wanted. And I knew as soon as I saw him pull it out, I was like, just, you got to keep your mouth shut. You're all in competition for the same thing. But yeah, so I've seen that sort of situation actually happen in front of me. I've had something similar happen to me where a band I was playing or auditioning for really just wanted a passive P bass, and I turned up, I think, with what did I have? I think it might have been an active T bass, Seafoam Green, so it looked kind of vintagey, pearloid plate, and they just went, "No, mate, too many controls." I did the audition, and they just went, "No, it's too high tech for us." I said, "Well, don't worry about the bass. I've got other basses at home," although at the time the only P I had was a Precision Light, so it would have been similar thing. It would have been too much active and not enough, low mid thump from a P bass. But these things happen, you learn it, so not to worry. Stacey's here, very good. Richard's there. I'll bring you to screen in a second. Give me Java. All is well, but what is going on with G&L? You've heard they've going out of business. They've gone. Their whole facility is gone. Fender now own the patents on Leo's image, Leo's name. There's no talk yet that anyone is bringing back a G&L line or any sort of range of instruments. That could happen further down the line. We don't know. There was a clearance of the premises, and a guy from America was actually sat outside waiting for all this to happen, and they basically dumped everything into skips. My sister's there. That's rarity. You clearly want to go to sleep soon. That's why you come in and listen to me. And this guy sat there and waited, and literally pickups, bridges, screws, scratch plates, electronics, BBE sonic maximizers, rack mounted, and pedals all went in this skip. And the guy literally was in there for, like, he said, I was in there for 2 days pulling stuff out, and drove away with 2 carloads of all this stuff. Now, whether he's going to sell all these bits and bobs or he's going to do the nice thing, and so if people need spares, he'll send them out. That would be lovely. I suspect he's probably going to want to sell them. I don't know the guy personally. But then when members of George Fullerton's family posted up that all stuff was going to be taken out, this guy had already taken it all and gone, but they only posted up about it several days afterwards. So you suddenly had carloads of guitarists and bass players turning up thinking there was going to be skips of gear. There was nothing. It had all been done. Apparently, necks, instruments, and blanks have gone to MIRC. I can't remember what it stands for, but basically they're like the liquidation company that deal with musical instrument companies when they go under. So anyone that had sent anything to G&L or bought anything that hadn't been shipped is now with them, and they now, people that own the instruments have to get in touch with that company, and they will deal with everything. And if they have your bass or guitar, they will ship it back to you, but the work won't get done. So G&L is gone. It's no longer a thing, sadly. Everyone's saying hello. It's my sister babysitting. Belle, are you watching? You watching great Uncle Mike? Sorry, great Uncle Mike. Of course he's great. Well, how about that? Hope you're well. I'll see you for your birthday, possibly. Oh, no, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't. I've got a gig. I might pop in early. That's a possibility. We'll see. Week and a half to go. Should be 5 years. Where did 5 years go? Good Lord. Jerry Blair. I'm good. Good to see you. Long time. Yeah, I hope you're well. We got Christmas gigs coming up soon if you want to come along. Beat after beat. I hope everyone's saying hello. Kerry knows she's in bed, but she's watching you earlier. Oh, very good. Though that'll send her straight to sleep. That's guaranteed. Young Richard there. There we are. Here we are. Very good.
Evening, Mike.
How are you?
Oh, all right, mate. Not bad. We're surviving.
You were in Burton.
I was in Burton-on-Trent for my sins, yes.
Nothing good ever came out of Burton, so I'm told.
Well, it did actually. Real ale.
I wouldn't know. not my tipple.
I actually didn't have any, so.
Oh.
No. I actually picked up this fine.
He's been shopping again.
No.
One of those, yes.
Yes. Maroose Jack. Beautiful, beautiful neck. Yeah.
They're keepers then. Very good basis. Yes. Oh, yes.
Try it anyway.
Oh, yes. Ben Robinson, welcome. Not seen you here on the channel before, but you're very welcome. You're a Nashville bassist. Oh, well, if you hang on long enough, he of the pink beard, Mr. Jamie Millard, will be along. He's from Nashville as well. You just came across my channel enjoying the info. Well, pleasure. You come on in. You're amongst friends. Beat after beat. Richard's in the house. Yes, Jerry Blair. You want to come along? Let me know. Very good. Yes, Jerry, I'm trying to think public gigs. Let me quickly jump into the diary. 2 seconds. I'll tell you what is there. Oh, my goodness. Come on, diary. Kick in. Right. Public gigs. What do we got? You're looking at December. That's a charity event. We're in Sawbridgeworth, and we are doing, that looks like Disco Inferno. Yep. On the 6th of December, same place you came to last year. And then we're doing, oh, blimey. No, that's a private day. That's a corporate. You can't come to that. We've got a theatre show at the Spotlight in Hoddesdon. Hoddesdon. Yeah, that one. Disco Inferno on the 13th of December. So they're both Saturdays. And that's it. That's it for the rest of the year. In terms of public gigs, everything else is private. I've got ABBA gigs, but you would need to buy a ticket for those. I can't get complimentary tickets for those, sadly. The theatres insist on the acts paying for their tickets. So that's the way that goes. So yeah, if you want to come to either of those or the ABBA things, the ABBA gigs are in Bracknell, so clearly you got to get out that way, but it's all good. It's all good. There we are. There we are.
Good.
Very good. So how was your Sunday with Moo? You were doing bass setups and stuff.
I was all over the place on Sunday. I dropped down to the Luthier down in Fleet to actually see the body. which is coming on and dropped off bits.
That's the
Then
walnut jazz.
It is the walnut jazz with the graphite neck when it arrives. Yeah.
Okay.
And then went to a chap in where did I go? The Ascot area.
Right.
And picked up a
You
status.
got my teeth. Clearly.
I know, it's odd, isn't it?
You picked up a status. What did you get?
I picked up a status there, which is going to Manchester.
Oh, right.
And then I went to see Moo.
Mm-hmm.
Picked up a pile of instruments which are being given to a school, gifted ones, and set up Moo's last bought JD.
The red one.
The red one, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I also set up the Alembic Mark King as well. Yeah.
Good. Yes, that needed doing. I think that was all the strings were lying flat across the frets when I saw it.
Yes. That's right. And I played the what did I play? It was the fretless Say as well, which was extremely good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Excellent
Very nice
stuff.
And
was he in good form?
He was in top form. Yes. Yeah.
Good.
Yes. Then after that, I went to the top end of High Wycombe and picked up an Aria SB 1000, which is also going to Manchester. So, yeah.
Okay. That was the one you were asking me about earlier.
Yeah, it was odd.
Okay.
In
what way?
The best sound it had was the sound with the preamp turned off.
Right.
And as you turned it through the settings from anti-clockwise from the right to the left, each actual click, it just got duller and duller. So,
okay. Well, basically what that is a mid, it's a mid frequency.
Yeah.
So as you're going through it, all it's doing is just going back down into bottom end and taking all the treble out. Basically the circuit it's called the noise killer.
Yeah.
So that's why all it's doing is adding and taking away mid frequencies. So it's different when you're used to a 3-band EQ and all the loveliness that can give you. This seems, or to me, that SB 1000 circuit just seems a bit archaic. It was great in the day.
Yeah, that's right.
And it produces the sounds that we know or that I would associate with that bass. But yeah, it's a bit limiting. It's a bit limited because you can't get any top end sizzle on it. It's clunky mids and but it is what it is. That's what it does.
Absolutely,
That's it. Hang on there. What's that say? You're having trouble streaming to Facebook. It's maybe an issue with Facebook. Okay, very good. You might come to both. You'll definitely come to Sawbridgeworth one where it all began. There you go. Cool. We'll chat nearer the time, Jerry. So remind me. Christmas gets a bit hectic for me, so just keep chipping away and I'll see a message at some point. Put your name down on the guest list for Sawbridgeworth. Well, I can't until the week of the gig, so I will keep you posted. Okay. Check in with me a couple of days before and I'll let you know.
Good evening, Electric Low End, or sorry, Sir Electric Low End, should I say? In return.
So yes, so that's kind of everything sort of up to date, I think. I'm trying to think what else. I'll read out to you the notes that I've told everyone. So on Black Friday, I'll be doing a live chat between either 10 and 1 or 10 and 2, and we'll round up all the Black Friday deals. Spreadshirt merch promos. You can always whiz back through this, but basically it's 5 through November and the start of December. And then the bass chat Southeast Bass Bash is this Sunday in Wokingham. There we go.
You're dropping in there, are you?
I'm working and I'm not quite sure how.
Because I actually had an image of you trying to cram all of your actual gear in your car.
You've
all
got
at
to be
once.
kidding. That's never happened. No, I'm not taking anything actually.
All right.
No, I'm going. I'm doing a presentation with Matt Gleason from Monty's Guitars on pickups. Then I'm doing an interview with Chris Childs, and I was supposed to be doing a presentation on me. And thankfully, that now seems to have fallen off the schedule. So I'm one job less. So I'm quite pleased
Shoot,
about that.
thing, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, although I was quite happy to do it, it'd be no different than me just nattering on here. But that was originally asked for, and like I say, the schedule now doesn't make any mention of it. So I've got out of that one. Yeah, so I can eat cake. So I'm quite happy about that. And all is right with the world.
That's
So it's
okay,
good. There we are. It is 9:20 here in London town, here in the UK. Live chat 138 here on Brooks's Bass Corner. Got any questions about basses, bass amps, bass guitars, bass effects, accessories, strings, gig bags, cases, setup materials, setting basses up, building pedal boards, doing your first audition? Any questions, put them in the live chat window, press send, and I can respond to them once they appear there. The old camera's working a bit slow. It's not me, it's StreamYard. So if people are watching this thinking, why is the delay? We don't know. I've basically rebooted this PC 4 times before we went live, updated all the drivers, checked the speed on the broadband. For some reason, it is running slow. All I can think is it's StreamYard. There's nothing else. There's no settings. There's nothing I can change. Yeah. So, 'tis what it is.
Internet is playing up, basically.
I think it's StreamYard.
I don't 50p in the meter.
I think it's just StreamYard. It's just I don't want to say it's become bloated, but there's lots of new features every single time I log in. And I think the software maybe has got a little bit too much. I don't know. I haven't seen if there's a forum people are complaining about this issue. So, you know how you sometimes get a day and everything just runs slow. I think it might be a bit of that.
Yes.
For some reason.
But at the present, the feed is actually good here. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fine. Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe it's just on my screen then.
Yeah, possibly. Okay. It's good. Loud and clear.
Fair enough.
Bright and colourful, lad eye.
Who
else is commenting? William Derbyshire, or Bill, should I say? Evening Bill. Said, good choice, Richard. You have got to love a Maruschek.
Well, you like that one that was on his wall over his left
I did,
shoulder.
actually, yes. Yeah. So this has been actually loaned to me with a view towards, owning it. So.
Oh, okay.
I shall try it out, being as I walked in the door with it approximately 20 minutes ago. So haven't even played it yet.
They're lively performers.
Are they?
They're kind of hot rodish. And I like it. The one I remember, there was one I reviewed that was a blue one with a pearloid. It was a blue burst with a pearloid scratch plate.
Right.
PJ, I think it was.
Yeah.
And it trounced every Spectre that was in Bass Direct the same day. And I was like, well, that tells me
that
something.
powerfully. Tell you what, I've actually got an amp right in front of me.
There you go then.
And a lead.
Ooh. Well, that's good. You can do some playing, and we'll see if we get any bass level on here, unlike when I'm doing it, and we get nothing.
Yeah, it's odd.
Although, again, we're going through StreamYard, so it might well be no one hears it.
Different. So. Yeah, well, we can try it. Just plug him in.
Gareth Harrison, good to see you. See you there.
Velcro.
Mark
Great invention, apparently. Oh, dear. Plug him in. Okay. It's live. Ooh, it is.
Yes, we can hear that.
Yeah?
Kind of, yeah. A little bit squashy, but it's okay.
Right. Hold on. I'll play with the settings. That'll be the pan. That's brighter. And then this will be the bass, which somebody's turned up to the max, of course.
course.
Not me.
Well, you wouldn't want to use EQ at discretion, would you?
Well, I usually do, you know. Call me odd, but yeah.
Most people don't. Just turn it all up and see what happens. They can be quite throaty, so yeah.
Yeah, it's a teeny bit thick, isn't it? Let's just back it off a little. Try that.
What's the neck timbre? It looked quite red when you showed me the back of it before.
Yeah, it's sort of browny, orangey, red sort of thing. Probably flamed maple, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not mahogany.
Could be actually. Yeah. Possibly, but I think probably more likely
roasted?
to be.
Does it look roasted?
It is, yeah, yeah.
That's probably roasted maple then. I can't imagine someone like Moravchik wanting to use mahogany in their necks to give them a load of grief. It's got quite a good throatiness to it, though.
It's nice.
I like it.
It's quite thick.
So, though that's got 2 humbuckers on it, have they got coil taps on them? James Howard, good to see you.
Oh, something pushes and pulls.
Push pulls? Yeah, that'll be a coil
That's
tap.
passive. That one.
Okay. You're a bit late, but how's everyone doing? We're all good. We're all good.
Yeah.
Richard's got a new potential toy. He's just giving it a quick spin.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like it. What I'm hearing.
Huh?
I said I like it based on what I'm hearing.
If I just treble it up a little bit, try that.
Doesn't sound any different. Doesn't sound any different, but it's very pleasant. I like it.
Yeah.
So. I've never played a Moravchik that I didn't like. So.
Never played one before.
They're nice. Nice. I think it's got a satin neck, hasn't it?
Gloss, actually.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
What are they asking for that?
9.9.
That's good. There you go.
It's quite beefy, isn't it?
Very. It bubbles along. I like it. I like it. My sort of bass.
Yeah. It's actually, the buckers are actually made of course, 2 actual jazz pickups each.
Right.
2 single coils, yeah.
Nice. Get it out on a gig. Try it with a drum kit band.
Yeah.
Then you'll hear if it sits in with the kit. Probably not too dissimilar from your Series 2. It's got that thick.
Yeah.
It's got a thick mid sound in there.
Yeah.
Bill Derbyshire, is it an Absolution? I'm guessing that's the model.
No, it's an earlier one. It's an Elwood 4A, but it's quite optioned up. It's got the 66 type paddle tuners, the what are they called? Lollipop tuners, yeah.
Those seem to be making a comeback. I keep seeing loads of basses lately with lollipop tuners.
Yeah, that's right. Shamefully, to sort of join the trend accidentally, my actual build has black ones on it. Yeah. Lollipops. Yeah. Yeah.
Seems to be a thing.
Yeah.
At the current time.
Yeah.
Bill's is an
interesting
Elwood. There you go.
Thing. Yeah.
Gareth, you're going to try the Aria P bass tomorrow. Very good. The one, the one you sent, the Sunburst one. Good. Have a look. Just be aware. I'm not sure if you tried to sell it again, you'd get the same amount back. But
Yeah.
go and weigh it up. If it sounds good, he sent me through some pictures on Facebook, and someone's selling a Aria P bass,
Yeah.
3-tone sunburst. Looks lovely, but again, got to hear it. You wouldn't want to be paying that level of money on something unseen, because it could be a real pig, but it might be great. Might be great. Well, there you go. That's a nice sounding bass, that.
It's quite sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Impressed. Impressed.
Yeah. Not bad at all, that.
Could be a keeper. Could be a keeper.
Might well be. I don't know. I shall test it.
Andy Stratford's there. I'll send you an invite, Andy. Hold on.
Move that over.
There we go. There we are, sir. It's on its way to you.
There we go.
No, nice sounding bass, that.
Yeah, it's all right.
Again, once you get it in a band with a kit, then you'll see if that thickness that we're hearing, does that sit with the kit, or does it just make it a bit indistinct with everything else that's going on? But if it does, does what you want. If it's a mid thing, then then great. If it's not something you have to fight with the EQ to get it there,
that's right. Yeah.
Then you know you're onto a winner. When you start this constant control changes, it's like
no thanks.
That can go.
Too much like hard work, that is, tell you.
You ain't got time for that. You ain't got time for that. No.
No, I'm actually
so
not paid enough to actually turn, of course, mids and things up and down. No.
Well, if you've got to turn up to a gig and you've got to
Set
play
it and forget it,
and there's no time for, it's not like a function gig where you've got an hour or two to get all the sounds right. You've just got to turn up and play.
That's right.
Those sort of basses are winners. When you turn up, you just plug in and it's like, it's easy.
That's right.
Off you go.
Yeah.
But
that's the actual, GB. That is just actually plug in, play it. Exactly. Awesome.
Exactly. Amount of club gigs I used to just literally walk through the door, set a cab up, take the bass out of the gig bag and start the gig.
Yeah.
There's no hanging about and fiddling about, and the GB won every time.
Bill said, what is the weight like on the Maurice check? And I'd say it's slightly heavier than the Spitfire, which is, of course, really, really light. So I'd say it's probably about...
Got one of those to hand?
I haven't got one to hand, no, but I'd say it's about 8.5. So, yeah.
There you go, Bill.
8.5 pounds, roughly, give or take. Because this Spitfire is actually closer to 8. It's,
There's Andy Stratford.
Really light.
Evening, young man.
Hello.
Oh, look at that
Good
t-shirt.
evening. Fantastic, lovely one.
You just look like 100% more sexy. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm with the bass player. It all got there, and the mug as well. Look,
can you see on my other side? That's it. There you go.
He'll have the whole wardrobe shortly.
Lovely. Yeah,
very good.
Well done. It's all good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. Right. It's really nice material as well.
Oh, he's
yeah. Could you speak a bit closer to your?
I'm not turning it up. That's why.
I have to be careful so it doesn't go. Pop.
Yeah, that's right.
Like that. Is that okay?
It tends to happen.
I forgot to turn it up on my.
Me, Andy, not you.
Perfect, Andy.
That was me.
Fine.
Okay.
No, you're all good. It's me. Actually, I can turn my volume up a tad. Hold on.
Where's your? What number is that one? Number 5. It was number 5.
There we are.
That's that one. That's better.
I can hear in the middle was 50%, wasn't it?
Lovely.
There we go.
Yeah.
Edward Walker. Where in England? London. London, sir. We've got a couple of messages there. Gareth, saw the Bass Brothers have a prototype Warwick John Entwistle buzzard and are saying it was used by John Deacon at the Montreux Festival.
Oh, really?
Well, I would want to see provenance from the fan club. And I bet Will hasn't got that. If he's claiming that is a John Deacon used thing, it's not just used at Montreux Festival, it was used in the Friends Will Be Friends video, which my other half was at. She pinched Freddie's bum. They need the confirmation from the fan club. Otherwise, it's not worth anything. They could say that about any buzzard. So, yeah, they need like I've got John Deacon's bass cabinet here, the acoustic, with the blue Formica front. I've got the paperwork supporting it from the fan club because it came out of their lockup.
Oh, wow.
Weird how that has suddenly appeared. So I would be interested to know how they got their hands on it, because a lot of that stuff came out of the lockup in the mid-90s. So I don't know if that's been passed by John Deacon to someone, or if he gave it back to Warwick and they've sold it at any point in the last 40 years. That hasn't been seen out in public since 86. So that's nearly 40 years. So where's it been hiding all that time? If it was in the Queen lockup, that's fair enough. But yeah, if anyone's looking at that, thinking of taking a punt, you need confirmed provenance, and that will have to come from the fan club. Otherwise, I wouldn't assume that is John Deacon's one.
Mm-hmm.
Just wouldn't. It's got, if you put it to auction at Sotheby's, Christie's, or anywhere else, they'd say, well, where's the provenance? Same situation
exactly.
as we got with Nick Smith's Alembic.
You need
Until the family has
certification.
the provenance from Alembic that it was made for Entwistle, we can't say it's Entwistle's bass. They can't say it's Entwistle's bass. And that wipes off 40 grand off the price. So, yeah. Edward, what team do I follow? It's got nothing to do with bass guitars. Don't worry
Absolutely.
about what team I follow.
We don't need team, politics,
Gareth,
religion, anything.
you sent me a link on Facebook. 2 seconds. I have seen this, and I know Will posted up a picture of it, and then with the Montreux picture. I know exactly what the bass is. I'm a huge Queen fan. I've seen this for many decades. Let's have a look here, shall we? Everything's running slow on this machine today. Come on. Internet. Yeah, that's it. What would make me think it is John Deacon's one is the fact it's got buzzard written on the headstock. That used to be written horizontally across underneath the machine heads, not on that pocket where the W is. So it could well be. But again, if he hasn't got the provenance and the person that had it before him hasn't got the provenance, you can't prove it. You can't prove it. So, yeah. I know about these things. We've got various items from the Queen vault. You have to have provenance or they're worth nothing. Simple as that. It could be anyone saying it is something and it's not. You don't know. And those things, now certainly Queen fall into that bracket, as Entwistle stuff does, as Beatles stuff does. Look at the prices that Freddie's stuff got at auction. You know, the silver serpent bangle that he used in loads of photo shoots, used on Bohemian Rhapsody, £500,000.
Really? God.
For a piece of spiral metal, £500,000. I know, but again, that all came from his house. It came from, you know, the stuff he left. So all the provenance was there. There we go. Rob Steen. Oh, Edward, you're in Cheshire. Very good. We're talking basses, sir. Come on in. Come and talk bass guitars. Rob Steen, not sure if you mentioned it about old famous bass player basses. Adam Clayton. Yeah, I think we mentioned it about 2-3 weeks ago before we did the workshop stuff. He's auctioning off some old basses, yes, with extremely high price tags, I might
absolutely mental money.
For basses that actually aren't all that great. You know, Warwick Corvettes and
jazzes, basically.
Although a lot of his jazzes were used
Yeah.
at the time. I think that 70s one he had, the Sunburst one that was used at Live Aid, and all the TV appearances around that time are in there. But there's a man who's had tons of gear thrown at him, so he can kind of do what he likes with his collection.
Yeah.
Lucky beggar. Rob, they'll be on display in Ireland. You might have a look. There you go. Add it to your already fabulous collection of pre-famous bass player owned instruments, of course. To go with your lovely Empathy. Quite right too. So yeah. So how's Andy Stratford? What's your news?
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you.
How's the GB doing?
It's doing fantastic, thank you. I played
There
it
we
a couple of
go.
weeks ago at church, and it was through my
Yeah,
T-sleeve
good.
plethora.
Lovely.
Yeah, I got my Sweet Ming on it, and the Beachy
I should
Hall.
hope so as well.
It was a nice slow kind of song we played. It was, and the Hall of Fame was just like gorgeous sound.
Excellent. I sent young Richard here some photos earlier. John Hunt, who's a bit of a collector of GBs, has put a bass up for sale
lovely.
today. I will just hang on, fan group.
I'm off to see Bernie tomorrow as well, by the way.
Are you?
All right.
Excellent.
Yeah, I've got managed to get hold of an EBS HD 350 head.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Off eBay, so I'm going to get Bernie to give it a service for me.
Okay. Don't let him blow it up, which is what he did to 2 of my amps.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
He did, and I had to get him to replace the guts. Yeah, he plugged my Fafner in once. I said, can you just give this a sec? Oh, yeah. He plugged it in, it was bang. It's like, great.
Oh,
okay, that's
no.
that gone. So John is selling a classic, but it's got like all.
I saw that.
fancy
I saw that
ones.
on there.
Yeah.
Online.
2950. It's currently down at Bernie's. Well, you'll see it tomorrow.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Matching pickup covers that go with the top woods. A mixture of flame and bird's eye maple top, bird's eye maple fingerboard. Turn the bass over, Mike. There's a burl pattern in there, so it's literally like multiple different patterns. And then it looks to me like that might be Purple Heart. Purple Heart or Black Walnut, and there's another slightly darker timber in the neck. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-piece laminate through neck. Matching control plate covers. Yeah, 2950 to you, Governor. Looks great.
Bit similar to a Merlin.
Yes, there's a touch of that to it.
Similar.
I think I've reviewed that bass. I think when I was
really?
down there in 2018, and I reviewed a Merlin and I did a classic, and I think it's that one. If it is, it's fabulous. So anyone that's contemplating it, I can put a link here. Just bear me a moment. Is it going to let me do that? It might not. Tell you what, I will post a link to the group. It's the top message at the moment. So anyone wants to check that out, feel free.
Oh, that's what the weekend knowledge.
But yeah, you should have a play of that. If it's what I think it is,
great.
it's like a turbocharged Spitfire. And I think there was something EQ based about it. Let me just call up my review, because I remember he did some. Bernie loves little tricks on his basses that it's a one-off. It's only on that one.
Yeah. Sounds my rumour.
Guitar Magazine bass reviews. GB. Where are we? Here we go. GB Classic. There we go. It's 5. Oh, it can't be that one. I reviewed a 5. That's a 4. But on that, I remember he did some controls: volume, push, pull for active, passive selection, pickup, pan, bass and treble stacked. There's a push pull on the treble for additional boost. This might have been around the time he moved over to using John E circuits. Then there's a mid with a mid sweep stacked, humbucker single coil selection switches, and a passive tone control. Yes, this was the point, I think it was around 2016, 2017, 2018, where he stopped doing his own circuitry through Dick Straker, and I think he moved over to using John East circuits, but they're tailored to Bernie's frequencies and what have you. So he tells John what he wants the circuit to be, and John builds it. But yeah, because that's right. Because I asked him if it was possible to put the mid sweep on my Kingfisher Blue, and he went, "No, you'd have to change the whole circuit." And I said, "Well, forget that then," and I'd have to pay for a new circuit. I was like, "No, that's not happening. Too costly. I'd rather just have a new bass built if that were the case." But there we go. There we go. There we go. It's 10:45. Crikey, time is flying. So you're going to go down and place an order, are you, young Richard? With the map?
At some point, possibly, yeah. Don't know yet.
What are you going to have? What colour? What are you going for?
Generally a lightweightish rumour, but I want a Cocobolo top on it.
Yeah, lovely.
On Swamp Ash?
Don't know. Probably
Which is
lightweight
bodied timber.
Yeah.
You need
Don't know
to
yet.
definitely have a chat with Bernie because he prefers using Swamp Ash as a body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just see something you mentioned there. Ah, yes. Now, where is that? So you're saying you want Cocobolo tops. I know someone. So bear in mind, Cocobolo is the heaviest top wood you can have.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I know.
Yeah.
Benny said it was heavy.
Cocobolo or rosewood top, I think.
Okay. We did the Bass Olympics. I'm just trying to find it. Just bear with me a minute. And we did. That's it. That is it. The 5x5 shootout, I think. Yes, GB Rumour.
Yeah.
Had a maple core as opposed.
Right.
So this was Ross Hollingshead. His bass. So I reviewed it when we were doing the Bass Olympics. So it was a very heavy bass due to maple core as opposed to the preferred Swamp Ash that Bernie usually uses. He had front and back options, and something makes me think it was walnut. But as soon as you said Cocobolo, I thought, oh, this sounds like it's going to be like Russ's bass. He had front and back options. Light controller, but side of fiber optics quite rattly. He had through body stringing, I think. So I'm just having a look here through the spec. This is all my notes. He had burl walnut as a front and back top wood. There we go. With purple heart through neck, rosewood board. But the weight was significant.
I'd imagine, yeah.
It was really heavy. So if you are going to have Cocobolo, certainly stress to Bernie that you want the core of the body to be as light as you can get it, because otherwise the Cocobolo will
that's the same for my JD. I
don't want to sound all cock-a-leaky soup, but I know loads of people who've had Mark King influenced basses because they like the Cocobolo top. They get the bass and go, Christ, it's too heavy.
Yeah.
It's too late then, you can't do anything.
I might think going with my JD then.
If the Cocobolo is heavy, you can ask. He might do a chambered body, which again will bring the weight down. So once the Cocobolo goes on, you're offsetting.
Yeah.
But if you have a sizably hefty body core, you stick Cocobolo on it, you'll never want to play it. So it'll just be like, I can't. It's too heavy. Yeah. And then you get the old balance thing starting to happen, and
exactly.
The thing is, Cocobolo looks fabulous.
Yeah,
if you get some good figuring. Although I have seen some Cocobolo where people said to a bass maker, "Oh, I'd like Cocobolo," and then had no interaction in the build of the bass, and it came out looking like a bit of old slab wood, like just rubbish, like no figuring. It's just like a bit of dark wood. And they've gone, I asked for Cocobolo, and the guy goes, yeah, it is Look, there's the purchase sheet. Well, where's all the figuring? Because they were expecting it to look like a Mark King Cocobolo. No, that's highly figured Cocobolo. You've got to go and pick that out.
Yeah.
You have to.
I didn't realise Cocobolo was a wood. I thought it was just a colour or plating on it.
No,
but it's not. It's an actual wood, is it?
It's a Brazilian hardwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
Okay.
because it's a hardwood, that's why it adds to the weight, which is why sometimes, certainly with alembics, people that had Cocobolo builds would have a
Yeah.
chambered body to take as much of the residual weight away. The other thing with alembics is if you go with all the brass plates and the brass bridge, it adds on so much weight. You got to find a compromise there somewhere, or it just isn't
Yeah.
going to balance.
Yeah. Because I won't be able to cope with it if it's really heavy. I mean,
No,
a
okay.
Series 2 JD is really heavy. I've had one. It's really, really heavy. And,
Well,
yeah.
again, if you want it to be Cocobolo, ask them if they can chamber it.
Right. Okay.
But you have to do that before they put the top on. Otherwise, you're knackered.
Okay.
So you basically, when they're building the core, you want as much of that weight taken away because the Cocobolo is just going to add to it. So,
Yeah.
but
So,
again,
okay then.
different pieces of Cocobolo can be different weights. You know, nothing. There's
Yeah,
not one size fits all.
Yeah.
I'll have
It's
a check.
worth.
I'll have a check.
I mean,
near the time.
it looks fabulous. You get a really highly figured piece. It looks great, and it's like that's what you're paying for. Is oh my god! I think also, as I recall, I think Bernie said Cocobolo is like one of the most expensive top woods because everyone wants it.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
looks so good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you end up paying a bit of a premium for it. But again, if it looks great, it just
Yeah.
adds on to the price if you come to sell it at some point. The joys of Cocobolo. I don't think I've got one. I don't think I've got one. My alembics are, well, two big alembics are walnut. The Persuader is figured Koa. And I don't think I've got any Cocobolo. Yeah. But then I've only had one custom build, so 'tis what it is.
Mm.
But it adds a real throatiness to the tone.
Depth
Like it's like
to
this
it. Yeah,
deep,
that's right. Yeah.
deep mid-range.
Yeah.
So sometimes you get people that want loads of twang. They put a Cocobolo top and a back on it, and it's like, oh well, where's all my treble gone? And
Yeah.
it's like that's the tone wood starting to have an effect.
Yeah, that's right.
But again, every single bit is different. So you can get one that's not very dense, and it's there for visual rather than tone. And you get a thicker bit, and suddenly that bass. Well, tell you what, have a listen to Level 42 live at Wembley '89, the one with the green cover, and you can hear distinctly on there where he swaps the basses over. So, like the first part of the set on there is the Cocobolo one. He then goes to the Maple one,
Yeah.
and then goes back to the Cocobolo one for the encores. You can hear the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit like the thing with the pink and the red JDs on the latest tour.
Yeah.
Two totally different sounding basses. In theory, they should be very close, but they're not. So there we go. There we go. Boys and girls, if you're thinking of having a Cocobolo build,
Very interesting.
Doesn't it? The actual chat's quiet this evening, isn't it?
it is
Barely
it's
moving.
a lot of football on. A lot of football on.
Yeah.
Football. What is this?
People didn't see that people dropped off after the workbench.
Champions League tonight.
No, actually they didn't. Actually, they didn't drop off. The viewing figures for the past 2 Tuesdays were through the roof compared to the past 2
Oh,
months.
really? Really?
So,
Right.
and it got a huge number of residual views, both of them. Crazy. Crazy stuff. John Cooper, evening. Good to see you. Long time no see. Hope you're well. Popping in, say hello. Not been around. Your band's changed rehearsal nights Tuesdays. There we go. Can't have everything. But
Absolutely.
not tonight. Very good.
Evening, John.
We're up your way shortly, John. Uncle Funk, as I was saying, and Jerry Blair. We got Sawbridgeworth coming up, and what was the other one? Hoddesdon. Spotlight, Hoddesdon. Let me know if you want to come along. Hoyt, good to see you. You're listening. Very good. Welcome. Good to see you. Electric
Yes.
Lowen. Sorry, been stargazing while listening to the live chat.
Stargazing.
You won't see us up there.
Have you
No,
been
no,
checking out
Star
the
Child.
2 moons or something?
Yeah, probably Blood Moon tonight or something like that. Invariably, all those things happen when I'm driving back from gigs and you can't see it because the moon is above the car. You try
Yeah,
to
that's
fly
right,
with
yeah,
it, but it doesn't quite work, you know. So here we are. It's coming up towards 10 o'clock. Brooks' Bass Corner. It's live chat 138, regular Tuesday slot. Good to see you. We're talking basses, bass amps, bass effects. Great bass players. All the things to do with bass playing, really. Nothing to do with bass fishing. That's a separate channel. Nothing to do with us. But if you've got questions about bass stuff, then come on in, fire away. That's what we're here for. Bill Derbyshire, you're trying to find that buzzard on the Bass Brothers website and you can't see it. Maybe he sold it. Let's have a look. Or maybe he hasn't even put it up yet. He might be waiting for confirmation that it is what they're claiming. As I say, you got to have the providence. You don't have the providence, you can't sell it for what you're saying it is. Let's have a look. Let's have a little look. It should be under Warwick, so let's have a look at brands. He's had some nice stuff going in and out of there lately. Warwick, here we go. You're right, Bill. Maybe he sold it already. But again, if he sold it without providence and it turns out it's not, then the buyer has some recourse if they come to sell it. Personally, I would never buy used gear or used instrument by famous people without the providence. 'Cause trying to get it after the event, a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. You just got to have it when you buy it. Like when I had the Mark King Stingray, the guy I sold it, well, it's Morgan, so he runs the website. I had the letter from the bass centre, which I got them to do when I bought it. They were doing it for all the gear that they were selling off. So that went with it. I've still got a photocopy of it, a scan. But, let you know. Now you're just looking for aliens. Very good. You mean fast walkers? You've lost me.
Was that the Stingray from... sorry.
Sorry, Andy.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Was that the Stingray that there's a picture of Mark and Wally in his... I had the 4-string, the picture of him with Wally's when he's holding the 5. Basically, it was a 4 and 5, both in cherry red, translucent. I had the 4. Yeah, that's right.
The photos of the 5. He pretty much used the bass I had across most of Guaranteed, pretty much all of Forever Now, and the Trash album.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Cherry red translucent with a black plate. And where he kept leaning, he never put it on a bloody stand. He kept leaning it up against racks. So...
Quite scratched then on the back?
Nah, on the front. He kept leaning it forward like that so that...
Oh, okay.
Where the neck is on the body, that way. I had loads of little circles. We kept dinging it. He kept putting it in the same place. But it didn't matter. It didn't affect the price. Morgan's problem now, not mine. But it was just a standard Stingray. Nothing special. Was what it was. So a great Stingray, I have to say. It was an 89 with gloss neck and all the dampeners on the bridge and everything. But played great. Bird's eye maple. But it was a Stingray. That's what it was. Stacy, you take it you're in an area conducive for stargazing. There we go. Too many street lights around this way. Yeah.
Very good,
That's right.
Yes. So the actual term fast walkers, if you talk to officials and ask them about things that fly around and land and things, they will actually deny it. Whereas if you ask them about fast walkers, they will actually talk to you.
Oh.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
How do you know this?
I do a huge amount of reading and, research of things.
Okay. I was wondering
and
if you had
listen
personal
to
experience
Grant
of it.
Cameron and co. So, yeah.
There we go. See, you come on this channel, ladies and gentlemen, you learn something new every week.
That's right.
There we are. There we go. So what's next on the Andy Stratford bass purchasing schedule? So there's a JD in the works.
Yeah, just that really.
Okay.
Yeah, my new. I really want an EBS, lightweight EBS 4x10, but I think it's only going to. They're really quite expensive. There's one on eBay for about nearly $1,000. But
there was a second-hand one. Bear with me a minute.
There was a black one on eBay for about 980 something. But
there was. I've seen one for about 700 quid. Just bear with me a minute.
It's the The lightweight
You want
one.
the Neo. You want the Neo. Yeah.
Yeah, on the
Bear with
the
me a
black.
minute.
Well, same
Bear
as
with me
Bernie's
a
really.
minute. I might just be able to sort that out for you. Just hold on a second. I've just got to try and find where I saw it. So just bear with me a minute.
I was contemplating
I've seen it literally in
heart
the
one as
last
well.
2 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I've got Neo stuff here. I used a 212 and a 210, which were the perfect fit, because most of the time 212 did everything. And then when you need a little bit more heft, you just put the 210 on top and away you go. Right, just bear with me. I'm just scrolling through.
Thing is, though, I have got an Ashdown 2B8 and I think 4x10 Ashdown, but I can't get it. I got it upstairs somewhere in the flat, and I'm not going to try and lift it down because I'll hurt myself.
Mate, you've just missed one. You missed a Neo Line 410 at Base Direct, second hand,
What?
£600.
Oh, really? Okay. It's not urgent, but I have
No.
one. But
So right, well, if I see another one pop up, I'll tell you.
yeah, lovely.
Let
You put mine.
me
me
just
shout.
check base chats, because sometimes EBS stuff, when people sell stuff, they sell it all in one hit.
Yeah.
Let me just check for you. Wrong section, Mike. You want that, don't you? They have a sound all their own. I mean, I can hardly recommend the 212s because they've got a tweeter in them. They sound great. The 410 is what it is. The 212 will give you a slightly more rounded bottom end, but you get all the crispness that you would get out the 410 as well, which is why I went for a 212. So here on Base Chat, there are people selling 2x12 EBS Neo cabs, which is what we're talking about, £350.
Oh, that's good. That's
good.
worth thinking about. I know.
I've got one here, and for loads of gigs from 2009 up till 2018. More often than not, I just used a 2x12 and then whichever amp I wanted to pair it with.
Oh, really?
And like I say, if I needed a bit more, I just put the 2x10 on the top. That's the rig stats.
What's the
away you go.
The wattage of that of a 2x10? What's the how many watts per thingy?
Of a 2x10?
Yeah.
Neo.
Will it take?
Regular?
Will it take? Yeah, the Neo one.
I'll tell
you.
The seconds.
The black light one.
500 watts.
Oh, that's good. I don't need much of that. I mean, the thing is, mine are going to be using it at home anyway, so.
Yeah. Let's see how much they're charging for those on Thomann at the moment. Oh, an EBS Neo 210 on Thomann, 1,159 quid.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Yeah, I know.
No one's paying that for amplification, surely.
No. Something a mark base.
Yeah, and yet you could buy a 2x12 off of Base Chat, probably never even been out of the guy's house, for 350 quid.
Oh, okay.
It's mental in there.
Loads of those
I'm
around,
sitting on a gold mine, I'll tell you. It must be.
You are.
Oh, here you go. An EBS Fafner 750, which is the uprated model from the ones I have in the rack here. So my sound, for me, I used EBS Fafners for
Really?
16 years. So this is the Fafner 2, 750 watts, 650 quid.
Cheap enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you, you'd probably never. Well, the only amp that I think would be better than that is the Aguilar DB751, which I think is the best bass amp on the market.
Really, yeah.
But that Fafner 2, well, that's a hell of an amp. In fact, I think that's more than 750. I think that's more than 750. Here we go. Look at the back. Oh, no, it's the EBS Fafner 750. Very good. Because the Fafner 1 was 600 watts. So the Fafner 2 was 750. So these are the amps that Lee Pomeroy was using when he came out with Take That, and he's used them ever since, as far as I'm aware. Yeah.
Evening, Zuma.
Zuma's in. I haven't seen an invite, so
Zuma is in the building.
Is
He
Jamie
is
around
alone.
tonight? Do we know?
He will
Not
pop
yet.
in possibly later.
Okay.
He's at rehearsals.
Okay.
Stacey, you're envious. Good. We're talking about that. Yeah, very good. Zoomer's there. Stacey, this is the pre-show for Brooks's Black Friday Superstore. Well, it's a couple of weeks away, Stacey. We've got a couple more Tuesdays before we get to
It's
that.
Black Friday coming up soon, isn't it?
Yeah. Spend. 3 weeks. 3.5 weeks till that. So that's Friday the 28th. Put it in your diaries, folks. It'll be live from 10 a.m. on that Friday. Do 3 or 4 hours. If you don't understand what that will be, check out the... in fact, I'll put a link in here. Check out the ones from last year and the year before. So let me just find that. Oh, helps if you can type, Mike, I find. Here we go. Is that last year's one or the year before? That is... that looks like the year before, if I'm not mistaken. So 2023. There you go. So if anyone wants to see what we got up to, I found some bargains 2023. Oh my. I think that was the year we found the Source Audio envelope filter. The Spectrum envelope filter for something like 120 quid, I think. It was crazy. Black Friday. And last year was the one where the Mercury flanger was there. Which one did I just put in there? There we go. So that one I just put in was last year. This one is the 2023 one. But we saved people a hell of a lot of money on strings. I know that much. We're auctioning off Stacey to the highest bidder. I think her husband would have something to say about that. Hello.
Quite
G.
possibly, yes.
Oh, you come to say hello, have you? Come on. Come here. Oh, look. Here it is. Love of my life. Hello.
Oh,
Oh, come say hello. Yeah, I know. You love your dad, don't you? 3-legged chihuahua. 3-legged.
lovely.
Yeah, you'll make yourself sick. You're licking off my aftershave. Pack it in. Hello. You all right? You come say hello to the world, have you? Yeah. I know. You've had it.
Probably
You've
wants
I know
food.
what you're after. He's after his DENTASTICK. But what he fails to realise is he had it at 7:45 before we came onto the chat. So he thinks he's getting double bubble when he's not. You're not. It's not happening, is it? You love your dad. I know. Do you need to go out? Is that what you're telling me? You need to go out. Ladies and gentlemen, entertain yourselves for about 30 seconds while I let this muppet out. I shall be back. Just bear with me. Bear with me. I'll leave it in your capable hands, chaps. Right, go.
Not a problem.
Go.
Mm.
Ollie, you need to go out.
Very strange.
Lovely. Yeah. What should we talk about? Basses.
Bases. Oh, bases.
I've really thought about my JD getting built. I was going to have LEDs on it, but I've decided not to. There's no point.
Yeah.
Yes. Now because it's.
I think generally an actual JD anyway has, of course, one on it anyway, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, the pickup
selector control. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
So is it the
next year
crowd actual red one you've ordered?
I was going to buy Coca-Cola, but I'm going to change that because I know the wood's going to be too heavy.
Yeah.
But Bernie said last time I saw him, it's a bit like a wild bass. Is the body's really.
There we go.
As soon as you put it.
Right,
everything it goes right down there like that.
Yeah.
I don't want that. And also my shoulder, my arthritis now is. I've got to be careful. I must get a lighter bass now.
Yeah.
That's why I love the King Bakers and the Satis S2. They're so
Yeah.
They're so light, it's unbelievable.
Although
Compared.
Andy Baxter weighed my Mark II
Yeah,
last Monday, and it weighs 1 ounce short of 12 pounds.
really.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it very heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Not for
yeah,
the
my
faint of
my is
heart.
lovely.
Yes,
Not for the faint of heart.
it is indeed rather
Big bodied
a
basses.
petty
Again,
beast.
there's a
Yeah.
bass that would have benefited from being chambered from the start.
Yes,
Mm.
definitely.
If it
Yeah,
had been chambered, you could probably take £1.50, £2 off of that.
yeah. As in, mine's actually a flamed maple top with mahogany back on it. So yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Hefty.
Solid
Hefty indeed.
chunk of wood
Yeah,
there.
solid. Solid. Fair
James
description.
James missed the bass I was playing earlier. It was a Maruschek Elwood with 4 jazzers on it,
4 coils.
4 coils, and a nice shiny neck.
That's a lovely fretboard.
Yeah,
You know that's the truth, Zoomer. Fat bottom basses make the rocking world go round. You know that. Damn straight.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, my other half is seeing Brian May tonight. He's on stage
Oh.
with Benson Boone at the O2.
Oh, right.
Really?
Ah,
Yeah, did a little. They filmed a little video earlier at Soundcheck, and she was there last night actually, and her friend is doing the lighting, and he said tomorrow's going to be a good night, and he sort of smiled. She said, "Is Brian going to be here?" He said, "Tomorrow's going to be a good night," and left it at that. So she knew because he got on
Very
stage
good.
with him at Coachella in the summer.
Yeah.
So it'll be Bohemian Rhapsody, of course.
very good.
Bill Derbyshire, Maruschek Elwood, La Chambered Body, very light. There you go. You see, chambered
Yeah.
bodies.
Chambered body, the way
Roger
to go.
Sadowski advocates it. As he says, basses are no different to 6-string guitars. If you have
Yeah.
a bass or a guitar with a chambered body and it sounds good without you even plugging it in, the EQ circuitry pickups are just going to enhance that. If you play it acoustically and it sounds dead as a doornail, no amount of circuitry is going to change that. So, you know, the acoustic properties are everything. So if having it chambered makes it resonate better, takes away some of the deadening frequencies which you can get with heavy woods, it's worth doing it. It can be worth doing. So when people used to have ash bodies and then they'd chamber them, suddenly you've got all the resonant qualities of an ash body without the weight. It's like, and that's again, it's one of the reasons Bernie likes using swamp ash, because it's extremely light, but you don't need to chamber it. And then people like me come along and have 2 lots of LEDs, one for the neck and one for the headstock, and then you have the sound to light, which is another 2 batteries, and then something else, and suddenly you got 6 batteries in there. There ain't a lot of timber left in the body, frankly. But it's all good. Richard's off to get his shirts out of the washer. Yeah, there we go. You got to do these things. So yeah, so there we go. So yes, if you're having a JD made, if they haven't got to putting the top wood on at the moment, definitely speak to them about the possibilities of having a chambered body, if weight is a serious consideration for you.
Yeah, it is actually.
It will make a big difference. And I'm guessing that there's going to be an element of mahogany in the body.
Okay.
No, I'm asking you. I'm guessing.
I don't know. Yeah, I was going to get a Calco bowler, but I'm going to change it because it'll be too heavy.
Well, no. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be heavy. Just say when you've spec'd this bass with the guys at JD, have you told them you don't want a heavy bass?
Yes. The lightest wood they can find. That's what I've said to them.
So I would say to them, I want a Cocobolo top. Are you having Cocobolo front and back or just on the top?
Well, front and back, hopefully.
Okay.
But
just say to them you would like lighter pieces. So you could, instead of having a big chunk of wood, you can have what's called a veneer. So it's quite thin, so you get the benefits of the appearance without the...
That's what I want, just the appearance
impediment
of it. That's
of
what
the
I
weight.
want.
Right, so you need to tell them that before they build it.
Okay.
because otherwise, I mean, you don't want to repeat. Okay, with the GB that you had first time round, that was to do with string spacing and neck
yeah.
measurements. This
Which
is to
isn't
do
really a
with
problem
weight.
for me, really. I was exaggerating the wideness of it. But the Spitfire is just brilliant. It's just fine for me. I don't normally play up to the thing ending anyway.
But
It's
weight
top to middle.
on a bass is a different thing.
Yeah,
Because once you've built it, the only way you can reduce that weight is to reduce the weight of the hardware and the pickups and the things that are going onto it.
yeah,
Dimensions are a different thing. Weight is something else entirely. So really you want to get the weight properties and how heavy you want that bass. You need to address that before the thing is made.
yeah.
So,
Would do. Yeah.
I mean, do you know if they've already started building, or is it in the
No,
list
not yet. No,
to be built?
not. I've heard nothing.
Okay.
I assume it's going to be sometime next year when I don't know.
Okay.
So
In that case, I would send them an email and say, I just want to sort of reaffirm how I
Yeah.
want my bass. So if you're going to have Cocobolo, that's great, but you don't want a heavy piece. If you
Yeah,
want
yeah,
a lightweight body timber, Swamp
Yeah.
Ash would be what you want. But again, if you want to reduce weight and they want to stick to the woods that they use,
yeah,
ask them about chambering, because it will just
Yeah,
bring the
okay.
overall weight down because there's less wood in there.
yeah. Now the Spitfires is that a medium gauge one? Is it medium one? The length of the neck I'm talking about.
Scale.
Is it? Yeah, the scale. The medium. Is it medium
Spitfire
scale?
is long scale. Long scale.
Really?
Yeah.
What one I got? Really?
You measure so you measure from the nut
Okay.
to the bridge saddle.
Because it's
It should
not that
be
long.
Mine is. Well,
Well,
again, get a tape measure out and
Yeah.
measure from the nut to the bridge
Yeah.
saddles. And if that says 32-inch scale, if it says 32 inches, it's
Yeah.
a medium scale. It won't be short scale. I don't know if Bernie
No,
even
no,
makes a short
no.
scale
Oh,
bass.
okay.
Long scale is 34.
Well, I got you.
So it's whatever the original, whoever spec'd the bass asked for. But looking at those photos, that doesn't look like medium scale to me. That looks
No.
like long scale.
Well, okay. Yeah,
It could
'cause
also be how far
it's fine for me. It's fine.
It could also
lengthwise.
be how
That's
far
all.
into the body the neck pocket was put, which might mean it doesn't feel quite as long. Sometimes that can play into it as well. The world of building bases.
Oh, okay, lovely. Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, you just measure it from the nut to the saddles. That's the scale length.
Well, okay, good.
Which is why on an alembic, and you suddenly go, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, it's a long bass. It is a long bass. But that's because the bridge is inlaid so far into the body. Let me get the microphone out of the way. Yeah? Look how
Yeah.
far the bridge is. So you're measuring the scale length from there. to
Oh,
the
okay.
nut.
What from
Yeah,
the from the
which is
what,
34
right.
inch scale. But then
Okay.
you look how big the headstock is.
massive, isn't it?
So they feel like a really, really long bass, which they are. But in terms of scale length, it's 34-inch scale. So when you would normally put a bass on and play,
Yeah.
on these, you have to shift the body back, because that then starts to make this feel like a conventional bass. If you let it go... Sorry, I'll try and do this with the headphones on. If you try and just let it hang on you, as it wants to sit, you've basically got to move your arm that way, which feels
Yeah,
very
that's
odd.
right.
So you have to move the bass that way. Suddenly your hand can go where it would normally play.
Yeah.
See if you can see it. Yeah.
Okay.
But if I don't shift that bass that way, it's going to sit over here, and I have to then push my arm and hand
Yeah.
where it wouldn't normally go.
Yeah, because I've noticed a difference with the Planet King, the King Base status, and the Spitfire is it's a little bit of adjustment, but it's
Has
not
your
a
King bass got the bend well?
yes, yeah, it has,
Right,
yeah.
So it's a medium scale bass then,
Oh, okay.
which is why it feels a lot smaller and comfier.
Yeah, I just love the King Base. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, okay then. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. when
But I think certainly
Richard's back.
if they haven't started your bass at JD and weight is a consideration, emphasize that to them. Sorry,
That's right. I can hear you fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they haven't started the build, just say to them, look, I need this to be as lightweight as possible to make it comfortable for me.
Yeah, of
But
course.
if you
Yeah. Okay.
spec Cocobolo, just say to them, I want that as a veneer, not as a thick slab of it, because it will just make it too
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless
Veneer, okay.
unless they have a source for lightweight Cocobolo.
Yeah. Okay.
They might.
Right.
Yeah, there we go. John Cooper, what's the lead time on a custom JD these days? You can't place an order at the moment. They're not taking orders until the backlog are clear. I think you're going to be waiting 2 to 2.5 years for that backlog to clear. So if you want one, you're going to have to buy one second hand. Alternatively, you can probably place an order in early 2028, I think. But they are totally focused on clearing the backlog and getting everything out that has been ordered so far. And that order book, I think, is something, I can't remember what he said, something like 250 to 300 bases in the waiting list, and they were trying to get 2 completed every week. So that's going to take 2 to
Really?
2.5
A few years easily, yeah. Yeah.
So if you want one, John, second hand is the way to go, mate. There is one. There's a GA24 white one at Bass Brothers at the moment. I think 3,600. Electric low end. You like heavy instruments? Just your personal preference. I don't have a problem with heavy instruments as long as tonally they work. If the balance is well and truly off, then we've got a major problem. But I've never had a heavy bass that had balance issues. Zoomer's looking for a doodah. Hold on, you're knocking on the door. You keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
Yeah, I've got a thing on my paper. I think, it was 28th of February this year, so it's going to be another year.
Oh,
or
you're
so,
going to be, yeah. But I'd just send them an email with your order number and what have you. And just say, I don't know if you want to call me for a chat about this.
God, 28th of February. It's got ages in it.
Yeah.
But go on, Tom.
I think, Andy, you'll probably see a bass in about 2030.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe 2008.
29.
28, 29, I think you're looking.
Gosh, you're joking, really?
Yeah.
Gives me a lot of time to save up then.
Oh, it does, yeah.
See, my way of thinking is I'd just go and buy a second-hand one. I wouldn't bother. But that's just me, because I think I'd get better value for money out of it. And what am I buying it for? I'm not playing in a level 42 tribute, so I'm playing it for the enjoyment of it. Why am I going to wait 2 to 3 years for that? But again, it's just me. Yeah. Don't let that influence you. But
personal choice.
Yeah, I mean, look, when I placed my Rumor order in 2003, if he'd said to me it's 3 years, I'd just said it's all right, bye. I'd go and have something built somewhere else. I'd have just waited for a second-hand one to come up. So,
yeah.
Although, as you have noted, young Richard, there seems to be a real lack of second-hand Rumors on the market, and yet for
there
years,
is a huge lack of.
There used to be loads
GBs at all. Yeah.
People are keeping hold.
They are hanging on to them.
Especially. It's always worth looking at his website in the sales section, because sometimes people he's built bases for come in and trade with him, and then he puts it back up for sale.
That's page. Right. He does do that. Yeah,
that's how Andy got his Black Spitfire.
Yeah.
So that base wasn't there 6 to 8 months ago, and the white one I bought, the 50th birthday base, that wasn't there for quite a while, and then he did it up, sold it to Jim. Jim decided it could go up for sale, and there we go, with its neon DR strings on. Coming out for gigs shortly.
Tasteful indeed.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. We've got a UV lamp in the lighting rig. Make sure we use it.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Comes in handy for being seen.
That's very good. Exactly that. What's all of that? So I'm just having a look on the email there.
In actual fact, you could actually put a cove at the end of it and call yourself Mono Neon.
I wouldn't be that pretentious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never quite
Absolutely.
understood all that.
No, I
leading to it.
haven't either. It's
No.
it's just odd, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't. He's definitely
Or of course,
a little
I'm
out
old.
there. Well, there's that, but he, friend of mine called Jesse Clark, I think. In America, he's a session player. He's an EBS artist, and he's the guy that got Mono Neon playing bass. He gave him a Lakeland bass. And that's what set the kid on his journey. Clearly worked. I said to Jesse, I hope you got that bass back. But there we are. It is 25 past 10 here. Blimey, the evening's flying by. If you've got any questions about basses, bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, Zoomers incoming as we speak. That's not a euphemism, by the way. He is actually asked for an invite, so he'll be appearing on your screens very shortly. The best-looking member of the team, of course.
Definitely, yes.
And certainly the youngest-looking.
Youngest looking, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
That's right.
17
Even
years.
though I think he's actually older than, of course, I am. So, you know, but he just actually looks, you know,
It's obscene.
youthful.
That's it, effervescent.
Effervescent, yes,
Indeed,
definitely.
Indeed. So, yeah, if you've been listening to our conversation and you're considering a bass build and you want to talk about options and possibilities and what all those different elements do, then fire away, folks, because all of us have had basses custom built. We can tell you the good points and the bad points.
We can indeed.
Been through it all. Please give the video a thumbs up. I haven't said that since like 8:05. Please give the live chat a thumbs up. Most important thing you can do for the video, for the channel, for me. Thank you very much in advance. If you wish to donate to the channel via Super Chat, you can do that. At the bottom of the live chat window is a rectangle with a dollar symbol in. That's called Super Chat. You can donate to the channel if you wish to do so. You don't have to. The videos are free to watch. Last week we had 7 Super Chat donations on the live chat. Unheard of. Broke a record. Thank you very much to all those who contributed last week. Splendid stuff. Beat after beat, £50 to get on panel Zoomers. So I'm lost there. What's that mean? £50. Is that £50 in weight or £50 in finance? Don't know. What do you mean beat after
money.
beat? I think he's talking money too. You've confused me. I look baffled. I am. Yeah.
Indeed. We're all reasonably easy to actually confuse because, of course,
Here he is, the baby-faced assassin.
One note at a time.
He's got a bass in his hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
That's
Here
right.
he is.
Hey,
Look at
Zimmer.
that.
Hello, Zimmer.
2 Brooks's Bass Corner shirts
Hello.
on the same show.
Hello.
Crikey. Yes, there we go.
We're trying to encourage
You too.
people.
Yes, quite right. Yeah, if you
Upcoming
want
sale.
shirts sported by these fine figures of men, in the description box you'll find merchandise links. There you go. Keep it clean. And you too can buy shirts just like those, as sported by young Andy and even younger Zoom.
Exactly.
Feel free. Yeah. Electric Low, money makes the world go round, so I'm told.
Allegedly
Yes.
so, yeah.
What's the news, fella? How you doing?
Good. I thought I would put this bass on because of GL's unfortunate demise or dissolution, or however you want to look at it. And there's a really good story to this bass. And then it got me thinking, before I tell the story, if you'd like to hear the story,
Of course.
that maybe I can get John Baxter on this live chat. I'm going to really try to make it happen. So
Okay.
John Baxter, well, okay, so back in the day in, the big band I was in, the band that got signed, the band that, I just did for years and years and years till it didn't work out. John Baxter was our manager / producer. He was really more of the producer. He didn't really want to manage us, but he had no choice. And he is the lead
So
singer.
you were about 5 when you were in this.
he is most well known for, although he might be a little pissed that I say this, but he's most well known for being the lead singer of the group Reflex, you know, the politics of dancing and all that.
Politics of Dancing, yeah.
So, of
That
course,
Mark King was in.
exactly, he was their drummer.
Oh,
Exactly,
correct.
exactly.
Yes.
So, you know, I've known him for an extremely long time, and you know, we're really good friends. In a certain way, he's a musical father figure for me as well, because I learned a hell of a lot by working with him. So, but getting back to the G&L, when I started playing with this group, I had a Stingray and I had a Kubiki X Factor, a Fender one. It was a really beautiful trans blue burst, and anyway, those both have different stories. But he kind of looked at what I had, and he said, "You know what? I really think you should try this bass," which pissed me off, because the last thing you want to hear when you walk into a situation, a band, is for somebody to say, "Here, actually, you play this bass," because you're young and you're proud, right? And you're like, "No, I want to play my bass." But here's the thing. It was this bass. I strapped it on. I played it, and I said, "Ah, damn it. Sounds amazing. I can't argue with him." So fast forward to about 5 years ago or so, and he actually ended up moving back to London. Actually, this was about 2 years ago. And anyway, before he left, he said, "You should have this bass. I pretty much knew when you started playing it that it should be your bass." So I was floored. I mean, he gave me this bass. I mean, this is crazy. So the story behind this bass is way back in the 80s, let's say mid...
You weren't even born then. How'd you?
Somehow it happened, yeah. Somehow.
I can keep this going for all day.
I don't mind. So
Comedy gold.
So I can mine it as long as you like. Please carry on.
So John Baxter and Reflex were, I mean, they never really broke America, let's say, but they were getting pretty big. That one single was pretty big in certain markets. So they were here in LA, and somehow their management hooked something up where he went to the Fender shop. I don't know if it was in Corona, but it was somewhere out here in Southern California. And he had a meeting with Leo Fender. So I'd really like John Baxter to tell this story himself, but the way, I mean, he's told me a couple times, and the way I remember it is he met with Leo Fender. They were going to give him an instrument. It was just like a promo thing, like, here's an artist bass, here, you take it and play it and see if you get it on film or whatever, right? So I think they gave him a G&L, an L2000, an L2K, because Baxter doesn't really know, but he said, "Oh, it's something I had to pick because I played it. I didn't like it." And he said, "What about that?" And he said that this bass was just sitting in the corner, just like laying over. And he says, "What about that bass?" And he says, "Oh, you don't want that bass. It's not even finished. It's just, it's just a parts bass." Like, so he says, "Well, let me try it." So he picked it up and he played it, and he said that bass had the tone. And he said, "Can I have that one?"
Often do.
He said, "Can I have that one?" And Leo said, "Okay, if you want that one, you can take that one." And see, the interesting thing about this is, let me try to get this up to the camera. See how it says?
Got the old school headstock.
Not only does it have the old school headstock, but it says G&L SB2, but yet it only has one.
It's an SB1. Probably wrong neck for the instrument.
Wrong neck
as
for the
you say,
instrument.
part space.
But this thing sounds amazing. It's one of these basses that sounds like it's already got a compressor on it. It's already full, yet it has the kind of a gnarly top end, like a good P bass should, in my opinion. And so you really don't need to do a lot of processing to it. I usually just run a little bit, maybe 3-to-1 compression on that or something like that, and just turn up the gain, and you're done. Like, there's
nice.
Put a little distortion on it, and whoa, it turns into that like geezer kind of thing, which I love. So, yeah, rest in peace, G&L. I don't know what Fender's going to do with the name, but we'll see what happens, right?
It sounds at the moment like they're more interested in using the image rights and the name.
Exactly.
They're not that bothered about the patents on the instruments, although
Yep.
someone in the whole process has bought them. I did see a load of screenshots of the applications for the image rights.
Ah, okay.
So maybe they or someone else will introduce some G&L legacy instruments somewhere further
Yeah.
down the line, perhaps. But as far as I can tell, at the moment, there's no designs to have G&L instruments on the market,
I think
from what we can hear. So
I would be happy with, at the very least, if they somehow also got the rights to reproduce those MFD pickups, because I think a lot of that secret sauce is in those pickups. Both, all forms of them. Now they have the single coil jazz bass MFDs, which I haven't tried, but I'm assuming they're going to sound great.
yeah.
But
Apparently
no.
everything's gone. All the well, we know, as we said earlier, that all the parts and spares and stuff went in the back of a guy's car once he hoiked
They
them
they
out of
dumpster
the
dived that stuff.
out of the
Yeah.
dumpsters. Yeah, and all the
Yeah.
finished instruments and inventory have gone to MIRC.
Right. In Nashville or something like that?
Yeah, and any that were bought and have been paid for, or any instruments that have gone back for servicing and repairs,
Yeah.
the owners now have to get in touch with MIRC to identify their instruments and get them shipped back to them. But the work that
Right.
they're sent for won't get done. It's
That's
a
crazy.
convoluted, hot mess. It's just
That
horrible.
is sad.
And
Yeah, it's too bad
Steve
yeah.
Araujo,
I know him. Yeah, Araujo.
He's got a
Yeah.
YouTube channel called The Bass Hang. I've subscribed to it.
I just saw that video he did.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he used to go to all the
left.
local LA bass hangs.
There you go. He left at
Yeah.
the start of August, not knowing all of this was coming up.
Yeah.
By the sounds
I
of
think
it.
he saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a super cool guy. I've met him at the bass hangs, and I actually bought a Schroeder bass cabinet from him once. So I've actually talked to him a couple times. Yeah, he's a super cool guy. I hope he finds work.
Yeah. Well, all of them now. They're all looking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Who'd work in instrument manufacture? I'll play them. I'm not going to build them. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, enjoy that bass. It's
Oh,
good,
I've been trying to make the most of having it ever since he gave it to me, and yeah, it's always at an arm's reach. It sounds really good.
There we go. I have to say, I do like the sound of your red Stingray.
I do like it too. I put the wrong strings on it. I think it's working for what I'm doing, but I want to try some DRs on it and see what that's like. I put on a set of, you're going to hate this, 45, 65, 80 100s.
I don't hate
So it's I think the tops, well, obviously it's a bit, I don't know. The bottom feels
It'll
weird.
be supple in the bottom end, but
Yeah.
Yeah, a little too
you're
supple, I
addressing
think.
the weak G string potential.
Yes.
So.
I did think about that too, yeah. So maybe inadvertently.
But the thing is,
Salt
that
something.
doesn't happen on every one.
That's true
the
too,
problem.
right?
People
Yeah.
have never been able to identify what is the main factor that causes that, and why do so many of their instruments have it and then so many don't. So is it a pickup winding thing? I don't think so. Their pickups are mass produced.
Yeah.
So
I
what
don't
is
know.
the element of that is wrong? Is it something in the preamp? Shouldn't be. Why can't you put a booster on that frequency? I don't know.
That's true. I don't know. Who knows?
They always say raise the
the draw.
pickup. It could be the way the screws are, that you've only got the one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Oh, right, the one on
you
that
always
side. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen many a Stingray that's either been the wrong way, like too high up at the bottom end and down at the G, or too far the other way, and you end up with the G string just keep hitting the magnets, and it's like, well, that's not going to sound very good. So and also having that pickup too close is just going to pull the string,
choke it,
so it doesn't vibe. I don't know.
It,
And thankfully, with the Aguilar pickup, I've not had that issue. There
No,
was
true.
a degree
No,
of
true.
it
I
was
don't either.
happening. There was a degree of it happening with the old pickup from when I bought it in 2007. So that pickup was in my possession for 7.5 years, and I noticed the difference for that
Yeah.
for the D and the G strings. As soon as the Aguilar went on, it was like, oh, we got some consistent volume at last. That makes a change.
Yeah.
But yeah, it swings and roundabouts. But no one's ever been able to isolate what that problem is.
Yeah.
Because you'll
And
get loads of people go, my pickup's all right. I don't have weak D and G strings. But
yeah. It could be, you know, I mean, there are so many factors. It could be the player's touch. I mean, if you hit it really hard, maybe you're super compressing everything and you're lessening the
It could-
difference
it
between
can be a timbre resonance thing. It could be
That
something in
too.
the neck
Can
pocket
be, yeah.
and the attachment.
Yep.
It might just be that section of the neck, and the fingerboard just has properties that make the note die.
Yep.
You know,
One
they're
other
not going to
interesting.
take every bass back and run it through a spectrometer to see where the frequencies are cancelling
Right.
each other out. So, yeah.
One other thing I didn't mention is this particular bass. I'm assuming let's just say it's mid 80s. It has the most comfortable neck profile. I mean, it's hard to explain or quantify, justify what that is, or maybe it just works for me. But this Stingray is the bass, and that one's an 82 or an 83. That comes closest to this profile. So I feel they were modeled off each other, really. The
possibly.
G&L, just an evolution of
Possibly.
what they
I
were
think
doing.
I mean, I've never been a particular vintage Stingray snob or any of that.
Yeah.
I think my favourite Stingrays that I've ever played have been from like 85 to 90 when I
Yeah.
played them in shops. Consistency was like, all of them feel a certain way, like that neck sculpting,
The neck
gloss
sculpting,
neck,
you're right.
pickup. There
Yep.
was something going on with the circuit that was
Yeah.
really consistent. When we got into the 90s, you know what Music Man are like. They're the same as
Yeah.
Fender. They're trying to keep prices down and selling at a
Yeah.
higher level. When they start mucking around with circuitry components, that's when things all change, and
Yeah.
that's when you get, oh well, that era is better than that era, and that year was a bad year.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for some reason, the sort of 85 to 90s seem to be very consistent in terms of the ones I've played. So
Yeah.
if someone said, well, look, there's $5,000, go and buy a Stingray of your choice, I'd go for a mid 80s one.
Yeah. And the one I have, that red one, it's actually, believe it or not, they're called transition era Stingrays, and they were put together by Charvel.
Yes.
Oh, right,
Well, it's
okay.
in the period between Ernie Ball buying the name.
Yeah, they had him do all the labor, basically, all the setup,
So-
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, it's the same bass,
You've
but
got some nice basses.
I am very blessed
You're
to
a very
have
lucky boy.
Do you know where I got
Yeah.
that bass? The red one?
Bass Center.
No, well,
No.
wouldn't have been unheard of. But I just walked into Guitar Center, just let's see what they have, and it was right there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Things are
I
meant
think
to
I
be. Well,
paid
it's like this, isn't it?
about $800 for it. Believe it or not,
It's a bit like that.
you just walked in and it was there.
I walked into Sutakina Music, having been at Soho Soundhouse, literally 200 meters away, and they had a white Kabiki, a red Kabiki, a black one, and a blue one. And I went, oh, okay. And I tried them all. I was like, okay, it could be a Kabiki buying day. Went round to
Yeah.
Sutakina. I went in all the shops that were in Denmark Street, went to Sutakina, and that pink one was there. And it had a price tag on it, 750 quid. I was like,
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's,
right.
It's cheaper than my
Played it.
God, that's
Played
cheap,
and
isn't it, for
sounded
that?
the same.
That's
Went back
crazy.
to Soho Soundhouse, said to them, there's a factor in Sutakina Music, it's 750 quid. Will you price match it? They went, yeah, but it's pink. No, we won't price match. You want one of our colours, you pay the price, which was 1,200 quid. You want the pink one?
Really?
You'll have to go over. And I weighed it up in my head and I thought, just buy the pink one.
Yeah.
But
hell
what I
yeah.
didn't know was it had the neck issues where the laminates hadn't been sealed.
Oh, right.
2.5 years, every time I took it on a gig, the neck would shift about all over the place until a Unix message on a DOS
Unix
server
message. Wow.
to Phil Kubicki on the bottom line bass.
No way.
Newsgroup. Yeah. And there were
Some
people
kinda
complaining
Usenet.
that they had Kubickis that necks were moving, and I saw Phil Kubicki reply to someone's message, and I went, oh, Hi, Phil. My name's Mike. I'm in London. I've got a Kabiki here that's, I think, is a Fender build. And we didn't have internet then, so there was no way of researching all this. And it didn't have a Fender custom shop. But I said, look, I've got this bass and it keeps moving all over. He said, send me what the serial number is. So I did, and obviously the last 4 digits of the month and year. He said, oh, you got a July 89. He said, your bass is one of 200 that Fender made, and they didn't seal the laminates. They just varnished it and put it out for sale. So every time you go hot, cold, wet, dry, that neck is going to move about. He said, just take the neck off, send it back to me. I'll sort it out for you. You'll get it back within about a month. And he did.
God, that's good.
never
No,
moved
it's really good
since.
service.
Wow.
Never moved since. But yes, I just walked in the shop and it was there. But,
That's interesting
yeah.
because that blue Fender one I had, it did have a tendency to move about. I did have to mess with the truss rod way
was
more. I never
literally-
messed with this one, the gray one. that I have.
Literally a serial number. There were 200 within a range. And they ran, I think, between June and August of 89. So that was how,
Man.
as soon as Phil Kabicki got my message, he replied within like a minute. And he went, oh, yeah, your serial numbers, there's a range of 200 that didn't have the neck sealed.
Well, I thought of a good
There we
topic,
go.
which is bases you used to have and don't even have a picture of.
Oh, no, I have pictures of everything. I have pictures
I have a
of
picture of
everything.
this
Except
factor,
my
but it's only in
Marlin.
black and white.
Oh, except my Marlin, but I've got video footage of that.
Oh.
So there is something, yeah.
Yeah.
Messages here. Jamie's at rehearsal. I know. I've
Ah.
informed the brethren and sisterin. Give me Java. Well, good man. There we go. Yeah. So yes. So that was that. The funny thing was that day also was the first time I got to see Mr. Big live at Hammersmith Odeon.
Yeah.
I think the date was like May the 11th, 91. So I'd seen Billy Sheehan do a clinic a couple of months earlier at the bass centre. The guy at Soho Soundhouse that wouldn't let me buy one of their basses was on the steps at Hammersmith. And me and my cousin are walking up, and I thought, that's the bloke from Soho Soundhouse. He had a face on him like a smacked ass. Really miserable looking face. And he looked at me, and I said, are you all right? He went, oh, what a terrible day. I said, well, that's a shame, because you could have sold me a Factor today, a Kabiki Factor, and instead you wouldn't sell me one. I went round to Sutakina, and I bought their one. Have a good night. I left him.
Really?
Funny enough,
God.
about 6 months later, that store closed down.
Oh, really?
Man.
Probably why he was at a miserable face.
Well, you probably. But he could have had 750 quid in his hand. And,
He could have at least met you in the middle.
Yeah, he was like, no, they've got a pink one. We've got all the colours. You want one of ours, you pay full whack. It was like, well,
You should have told him,
there's no
see you
deal
later,
to be had.
pink hater.
I would have paid him $9.50 for a white one or a black one,
Yeah.
but he wasn't up for a deal. So that was it.
Jamie
Say
would have
la
had
vie.
some words for
Say la
him
vie.
for
Yeah.
hating on the pink,
That's it. That's
right?
it. And here it is. It still is. Still is. It's just a fretless now. That's all.
By the way, when you saw Billy Sheehan, was he using his infrasonic rig?
I beg
'Cause
your pardon.
There were these like subwoofers that he had
You're what,
on stage.
Sitchy? Yeah, he had 2x18 subs that were servo driven.
That
So they
I
had
said,
a little
yeah, the
engine
servos, yeah.
that would make the thing do the moving. No, he didn't. When he did that clinic, so he was, I think, going around Europe, and it was promo for the album, because the album came out about 3 weeks later. That would have been Lean Into It. No, he played through an Ampeg rig because he just moved back to that. He had his, and actually, if you go on my Bass Center video, or you go on the Bass Center site and you see the pictures of the old Bass Center and the celebs there, you'll see a picture of Billy Sheehan in a purple jacket with like a red shirt or red jeans, one or the other.
Okay.
That was the night. So he did 2
Oh,
nights
okay.
at the Bass Center, and he had the purple jacket on. The picture that's there, and he looks like he's seen a ghost. That was the night I saw him. So he had the Ampeg rig, and it was that where, you know, you hear all his playing, and you think, well, he must have distortions and this and that and the other. And all he had for this clinic was a Boss compression sustain pedal, which was like 40 quid. And everyone's
Awesome.
expecting this big rack and preamps and this
Yeah,
and that.
the
and
Pierce and the whole thing.
And all he's got is that compression sustainer and the Ampeg rig. And I can remember hearing all these bass players. So I was what? I was 18 at the time. You could hear all these professionals who've waited for years to see the guy that played on David Lee Roth's Eat 'Em and Smile. This is the guy who does Yankee Rose and he does all of it.
Yeah.
And he's got no effects, nothing, just a Boss
The
compression
talent
pedal.
boosters, aren't they?
Yeah.
And everyone, you could hear everyone go, where's all the effects? Where's all the sounds? And then he plays, and all he does is drive the Ampeg hard. So you're getting the valves producing the overdrive. It just sounds like him, and you realise it's in here, and in there, and in there. All
Yeah.
the other stuff is superfluous. If an
Yep.
amp can be overdriven, you've got that tone. And
Yep.
people were going, where's all the effects? He said, I don't need them. What you're talking about is when I'm in the studio and I'm generating the tones, then I've
Yeah.
got all the effects. Or
Yeah.
if we're out on tour, I need to have all that. He said, but for in here, he said, I'd take the skin off your face if I had all that here.
Yeah.
And he was
Yeah.
right. And then about 2 months, no, a year later, when they released, oh crikey, where is it? The CD single of Just Take My Heart, which I think is in my rack there. It probably is. And you open that up. Yeah, it's in there. I can't reach over and get it. In there is a live photo of his rack on stage. It's huge. It's like the size of a wardrobe. Rack
Bit
unit,
like John
rack
Amos,
unit,
something.
rack unit, tuner, wireless, preamp, power amp, all of this stuff. And then you look and you think, so how did he do it just with an Ampeg and a Boss pedal? But he did. That's just the way he
Yeah.
does it.
His touch.
So that's it. That's it.
Awesome.
That's the Sheehan thing. You see all that gear. Well, I've seen this with many bass players. Mark King has a huge, or did have a huge rack. Well, he never has a rack now. There is no
No,
rack.
no, it doesn't.
But you sit Mark down just with a bass and an amp. It just sounds like him. It's
Exactly.
there, and there, and that's 90 to 95% of the tone. Gear is just the extra bit on the top, really.
Of course.
In terms of amplification and effect.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah. There we go.
For sure.
Sermon over. But it's true, you know, you give Mark a bass with light gauge strings, it's going to sound like him. Give him a bass with heavier gauge strings, then you probably hear a difference. But yeah, you know, it's like with any bass player. I mean, I've seen this at bass shows. We've sat there with the legends and you hear them and they haven't got all the trimmings and all the extra fluff with their rigs and their kit. And it's just a bass and an amp. And then it's like, well, that's exactly what he would normally sound like anyway. You know, I've sat there with Larry Graham in a room, no amp, just a bass. And it's him, you know, it's unmistakably him.
Totally.
You know, Chris Squire, you give him a bass and a pick and it'll sound like Chris Squire. This is the way they play.
Yep.
They don't need all the tech to get that
Totally.
sound. That's just icing on the cake, really. There we
For
go,
sure.
folks. You see?
Very
You
good.
don't need to spend fortunes on gear to get sounds. It's
God,
sound
now
is
you
how
tell me.
you tell me. But you know, get the instrument, get the strings, get your playing. Everything else is on top of that. That's your foundation. Without that, you're not going anywhere. But that'll
for
be your
sure.
that'll be your smalls in the dryer.
Yeah,
Young Richard.
exactly.
No,
No,
phone.
you've won another bass.
Me?
Yeah.
Don't tell me that. God.
That reminds. Well, this reminds me of something, Mike. Can you sue somebody for time lost?
In what respect?
Well, I think I need to sue Rich because
Why is that? Oh no.
he
What
sent
have
me
I
this
done this
damn
time?
he sent me this damn link to Gumtree. Search for Ashton underline, and I go to that thing like every other day, and I look at the 6 pages of gear that this friend of his has for
Yeah,
sale.
that's right. Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, it's so fun to look at it. Right now, he
Yeah.
has a SB600, Aria SB600 in that
Because,
beautiful.
He's actually got a
Young
black
Richard's got
Aria
an
SB1000. Yes, because I took it to him today.
No, really?
I saw that one too, but the 600 intrigued me a little more because it has that very rare finish.
Yeah.
It's
In actual fact, I sent pictures of it to Mike earlier, didn't I?
Yes. Yeah,
yeah,
very
the
nice.
Phantom Blue. Yeah. Oh my God, that one spoke to me. I said,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I better
Yeah.
stop looking at this thing.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, expect
The
papers
black
soon,
one
Rich.
can go for a premium because of John Taylor connotations.
Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
can
Yeah, and
slap
you just
an
don't see
extra.
them that much. you
Yeah.
know?
There aren't
Yeah.
that many. I don't think they made that
Yeah.
many.
Yeah.
I don't
I was
think
actually
they
shocked though by the actual wiring in it. It is absolutely horrendous. It's
Really?
Well, this is what's happened
bales
over
of
time.
wires
These
in
things
them.
have been,
Yeah.
pardon my language,
Uh-huh.
YouTube, bastardized.
Yes.
And people
Yeah.
have got
Yes.
their mitts in there, and guitar
Yeah.
shops have got their mitts in there. Like you said, wires wrapped in sticky tape and electrical tape. It's
Well, the
Yeah.
actual preamp board was actually wrapped in 3 pieces of tin foil and then covered in, of course, black actual tape.
I think they are wrapped in black tape, but not the tinfoil. I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody was getting noise and they thought, "Oh, this ought to fix
Possibly,
it.
yeah.
Let's do a little Faraday cage here or some crap."
This is the problem with a lot of those basses and other basses from that era, that vintage, that they were the early days of active instruments. Well, a lot of those components on those boards are frying. They're dying. You know, they're 40
Right.
years old. So
Yeah.
you then have to weigh up. It's a bit like Fender stuff that's had to have a new nut or a new bridge saddle. You're losing the exclusivity of it being
Yeah,
all
that's right,
original.
yeah.
And once you start mucking about with circuit board components, you can replace something and it'll blow something else. And not sure I'd
Yeah.
have the time, patience, or inclination to be slapping down loads of money. Well, there were a few people on Bass Chat a few years ago buying up tons and tons of Aria SB instruments. And I think once they delved deep into these things and realized most of them had issues, you look at it and go, it's not for me. It's not for the faint of heart. You've got to, you know, roll your sleeves up and replace things and mend things. And it's not an enjoyable an
Yeah.
enjoyable experience because a lot of those things you can't get. Matsumoku
Yeah.
went, and Aria now, yes, they're making instruments, but you try getting the original parts. I mean, someone
Yeah.
was posting on Facebook, was it Facebook or was it Bass Chat, for original volume and tone controls, and I think
Oh,
there is
crazy.
a company that produces them, but
Yeah,
it's like
they're
not
yeah, they do.
original. They're you know, they're modern.
Yeah. The people want like $50 for one knob, you know.
Well, it's the same
I
as
mean,
the Trace Elliott thing.
yeah.
You've got to have the right things.
Yeah.
And people put a premium on it. So, you know, if you're suddenly going to turn around lots of Aria SB instruments, be prepared for electrical woes, I think is the thing. Because
Yeah.
Lord knows, the one I've got, thankfully it's the original circuit. It still works, it's fine. But I got Carl Maltby, the guy from
Yeah,
Finland
Carl.
that developed the replacement. He sent me a board. I put it in. It blew the
Yeah.
board. I said, Carl, you sent me that preamp. It's blown. Can you send me another one, please? He sent me another one. We put that in. It blew. Third time, he said, I'm not sending you any more after this. I've got the third one in a sealed bag. I don't want to put it in. He said, I don't understand why your bass is blowing them up. I said, clearly there's something on the 1984 circuit board that when you replace the preamp, connect it up, it just, something's polarity or something is just frying your replacement. I tried to have a chat with Martin at the bass gallery about it, and I said, look, we need to delve deeper in. He said, well, I haven't got the time or patience to do that.
Yeah.
So until there's ever a day when I'm going to Finland, which I've never been to, and I can take
Yeah.
my bass, there's no point me trying to fit another one of Carl's boards in because I'm just going to keep blowing.
Yeah.
And
sent me one too.
As far as I'm aware, no one up to this point has worked out what that issue is because no one else has had the same problem. So
I'm
said
glad
to
I
him,
didn't run into that issue. He sent me one too, and there was nothing wrong with mine like yours. It was
Yeah.
still working, but I just wanted to see, hey, let's. I think
I
he
wanted to
wanted me
hear
to
the
test it
difference.
too. Yeah, I want to hear the
Yeah.
difference. And luckily, I mean, I never took it out. It's still in there. So whenever you see me play my red one, that's Carl's board in there. I didn't change it, but so I guess I was just lucky. I didn't. It wasn't. It was wired in a standard way, I suppose. I don't know, but I do remember thinking it's really hard to tell which way is like right and left on that thing. It's not really marked. There's no key on the plastic.
No.
So you really have to be careful.
I think
when you
it's
pick
a
it
case of it will only fit one way.
Will it only fit one way?
I think so. I mean, it's
okay.
like 7 years since I looked at it, but
Yeah, me
I think
too.
it
I'd have to
only
look at
goes
it
in
again.
one way. If you try and do it the other way, it doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Well, in
It
that
doesn't
case, you
slot on. But
man, you're
I mean, it's a
incredibly
chunky
unlucky.
old thing. It's a chunky
Yeah.
old preamp.
Yeah, that's big old. Yeah.
And when you're sort of disconnected, it's like you don't want to muck this up.
Yep.
Because we're talking like late 70s, early 80s technology, and it wasn't plug and play back then.
Right. Right.
You
Yeah.
get it wrong and you blow it. That's the original board. You can't just go down the road and buy another one. That's not going to work.
Yeah, for sure.
Messages here. Stacy, this is good. There you go. Sometimes referred to as the tree of gum. Possibly. Not by me, though. Who was the dude making them? Routier with a pickup replacement.
Right.
Carl Maltby's company
He's
were
gone.
doing the circuits. Yes, I saw. There's another company doing them. And Kent Armstrong, I guess Aaron Armstrong, does a replacement one as well. But they're not quite as authentic sounding, allegedly. I don't know. Haven't tried it. Gareth Harrison, Richard's mate, Tony, that will be, is the person who has the Aria P bass that you're
Tony.
going to check out. Good, there you go.
Yes.
You can check out all the other stuff he's got too.
Man, he'd be there all day.
Yeah.
He's actually got about 140 basses
Wow.
knocking around in the house.
He's eclipsed Nick Smith.
And I actually
That's a lot
took
of
him two up today, the Aria and a really, really nice graphite necked no, not an empathy, energy matrix type thing.
Yeah.
And I'm picking up 3 instruments for him on my travels when I'm playing in Wales.
You're the courier.
For the weekend. I am the mule.
That's it. Gareth, he lives about 2 miles down the road. Well, that's very convenient for you, Gaz. You'll be making it a permanent stop.
Wow, that is
Yeah,
awesome.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
It's been nice knowing you, Gaz. You won't have any money left by the end of the week.
No, none
Paul
at all.
Angered. I don't. Best bass for beginners. What's your budget? Budget dictates everything. Tell us what your budget is, and we can throw some suggestions at you.
Yep.
It's just gone 11 o'clock here in London town. Live chat 138 here on Brooks's Bass Corner. Yes, indeed, 138 live chats, believe it or not. They're all there on the channel. I know, I was going through them the other day. So, yeah. And for anyone watching who's stumbled upon this sort of fairy tale, if you suddenly wonder why it depends when you're watching this. So between now, which is the 4th of November 2025, and probably the end of the month, you won't see any affiliate link in description box for Andertons. If you're watching this after the end of November in 2025, chances are there will be a link for Andertons. The reason being, the affiliate sales program that Andertons have been running through, which is called Trade Doubler, basically Andertons are coming out of that. Like currently, they have a new system called Impact, but they don't have the affiliate link set up yet. So we're waiting for that to come through. They're just finishing the testing. So as I say, for the next couple of weeks, there won't be an Andertons link, which is really annoying when we're getting near Black Friday. But hopefully before we get there, they might have the new link ready. So that's the deal. So I've got to go through tomorrow 1,000 videos and remove that link. So I'm looking forward to that. But there we go. Or I just leave it in there and wait until the new one comes and then just copy and paste over the top of it. But we will see. We will see.
It's too bad you don't have database access. I could find and replace it for you.
You can do like you can do a copy and paste across all the content, but the problem is you still have to go back and check that it's all okay.
Yeah.
So there's no quick solution. If you leave your
Teeth.
if you leave all toothes, if you leave your description boxes blank, you can do a basic setup within YouTube settings that will put the same content into each video.
Yeah.
And then you can bolster on top. But that doesn't work if you want to take out. It's
Yeah.
only for as you create new content.
You would need a bulk find and replace. That would be amazing.
Correct.
But no
But
such
they
tool
don't
exists.
have it within YouTube. So
Mm,
it's a pain. So we'll see. I'll suss
Yeah.
it out. Give me. Oh, here we go. Around $400. I would suggest if you can tell us either music genres that you like or bass players that you are particularly keen on, that will give us an idea as to what to suggest. So whether we're going to suggest basses with humbuckers, single coils, split coils, combinations of both. Give us an idea
£300
what sort of
basically.
music you want to play. Yeah, so about 300 quid. I'm thinking at the moment something in the Ibanez pot or
Yeah.
Yamaha.
Sound gear is good.
Sire, give me
Yeah.
Java, well done. Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Sire would be good.
Gareth Harrison, Squire or Harley Benton, good starting place, yes, and won't
Yeah.
use up all your money. You'll be able to get an amp with the money as well.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. But if you can give us an idea
idea.
on your musical preferences, we can go a little further there.
yeah. There's another thing on that Gumtree side I wanted to mention. That Tony's friend has West tones that come up very often there, and I don't see them very often at all over here. I don't know if more of them just made it
There were more
to the UK. I don't
popular
know.
over here in the 80s. There
There were
was,
loads of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
They do come up.
Loads around.
They do come
And
up. They at the gallery in Camden at the moment. They've got 2 sliding pickup
Oh,
West tones.
Rails. Yeah.
Yeah.
the
There's a
reason
white
they're
one and
on
a red one.
The rail. Yeah.
the reason they're on my radar is because when I was a kid, I was very much influenced by, still to this day, by that TV series, the Rock School TV series,
Mhm.
and there was that
Yeah,
guy
Yeah, good.
Henry Thomas.
Thomas.
That
That's
dude
right,
was
yeah, that's right.
amazing. That guy was
Yeah.
amazing. I'm still trying to figure out the things he was doing. He does this one where he does the culmination of all the slap things he shows you, and he does this one thing, and I still can't get it right because he has this certain greasiness to the way he does it that I just can't replicate it. And I do like the tone of that bass. It's a West tone. It's like a P. Yeah, it's a PJ, I guess, but
Yeah.
I think he just got it on that front pickup. It just sounds so woodsy and beautiful.
Yeah.
But wonder what happened to that
Gear
guy.
was different back then. He was on. Someone put up a thing about him on Bass Chat a while back, and he was doing lessons.
Okay,
Okay.
nice.
In the late '80s, he was the bass player for Bros at when they did the Wembley
Oh,
Stadium
right.
show.
Oh, really?
When will I be famous?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you, 88 to 89. That's it.
That's it.
Exactly it. Yeah, that's it. Gareth, you love your West Tone Thunder, especially for the price. I found it in the skip. Yeah,
Aw,
Oh.
man.
with caved-in
on now.
controls.
What to
We sorted
say?
it all
Very
out.
good. Yeah.
As good as the bloke who got all the G&L stuff out of the skip.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what he
didn't get that
got? You
one.
know, he could have gotten necks that were all jacked
pictures
up.
and videos. He got about 10 BBE Sonic Stomp pedals, about 5 rack mount BBE Sonic Stomps, bags and bags and bags of screws and parts,
Aw,
pickups,
man.
scratch plates, bridges, tuners, the lot. There were about 250 bass tuners in a
Wow.
bag. There's a
You
video of it.
definitely,
It's on the Facebook group for G&L.
Yeah.
And
I'll
loads.
probably
I think
just-
you got 2 car loads.
It'll just piss me off if I watch it.
Yeah.
'Cause that's not too far from me.
No, well, quite. You've missed out there because I think he was there waiting, because a couple of days later family members of George Fullerton posted that stuff was going to be in the dumpster that day, but
Yeah.
it had gone 3 days earlier. That guy had already had it all.
Oh,
and
he
gone.
already got it. Oh,
Yeah.
smart.
So suddenly loads of people in their cars were like, "Well, where's all the get?" Oh, there's nothing. The skips had gone, and they were half empty. So all that was in there was like boarding and bits of metal skirting and some old chairs and a table and
Mhm.
So all the inventory went very early on. That went to MIRC legally.
Yeah.
Had to.
I got
But
it.
all the
Yeah.
stuff that got thrown out from the premises was in that skip, and that bloke got it. Electric Low End have heard great things about Sire, and when I bought the 6-string bass, I kind of regret it not buying a Sire instead. Missed the start of that sentence. I think it's been cut off, hasn't it? Is have heard great things about Sire when I bought the 6-string bass.
Meant to be I have heard great things about Sire.
Yeah. I kind of regret it not buying a Sire instead. Okay. Gareth Harrison saw that. Also, apparently Fender have bought the rights to Leo Fender's name and image rights. Yes, but not G&L itself. That's what I've heard as well. So if another company picks up the G&L tag, they can produce instruments under that. But the question is, will they be as good as what they were doing? Being an owner of one for about 2 months, I have to say it's a quite outstanding instrument. So they're going to need to go some to produce something as good as that. Typo, indeed.
Yeah.
We'll do another 5-10 minutes, chaps, and we'll wind it up. Anyone's got any questions? Anything they'd like to ask while we're here? And then we do it all again next Tuesday.
We will indeed.
We're getting near Christmas. The old Christmas gift guide video, it's coming your way.
Well, for the guy that came late, what's happening at 2 a.m. my time?
What, the 12-year-old?
That guy.
What's happening at 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's when your sale is at my
on the
time.
Black Friday.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Well, you'll have to either stay up or watch on catch up. But the thing is, if you watch on catch up, you'll have missed all the deals.
Yeah, so
that's the way you see. So have you? Well, obviously you weren't on the channel last year. So there are 2 links that I've put further up in this, so you can see what we did in 23 and 24.
Okay.
So basically, I appear live like we're doing now, and I scout round all the bass sellers, retailers, shops, online, everything for all the bargains I can find that are bass related. And after about 3 to 4 hours, we've pretty much covered it all. The only thing you miss out on are the things then that come out on Cyber Monday. And when we did 2023, some deals appeared like at midday in the UK. They appeared as we were on the live chat. So one of the things we found was Source Audio Spectrum envelope filters for like £120 instead of £200.
Oh, wow. Those are expensive. Yeah.
Last year, during Black Friday, but the deal actually started like a week or 2 before. Guitar had the Source Audio Mercury flangers going really cheap, like £100 off, and that carried on up until Christmas, I think. So, like from now, I start watching Amazon for string deals and bass items. Well, last year they shot themselves in the foot. They did all the string deals about 2 weeks before Black Friday, and when we got to Black Friday, they'd sold out of all the popular strings. So all the rotor sounds went straight back up in price. So people were logging on Black Friday thinking, "Oh, we'll get string deal today," and there weren't any to be had on Amazon. They sold them all.
Do you recall what a pair of rotor sounds would go for?
A pair?
Oh, like 2 sets, maybe. You know how they sell them in 2 or 3 sets.
Which type of string?
Standard are 66s, 45 to 105.
Okay. We're not talking rotos.
Oh. They were
So
talking about
rotos you can get for 13, 14, 15 pounds. But in the string deals, so last year would be a good example. I did a video called String Deals, funnily enough. On the Monday that I saw the deals go up, there were Rotor Sound nickel sets, 4000s, for like £12.99. Funk Master sets at about 16 quid. Billy Sheehan sets were under 20, and they've kind of stayed under 20 all year. General swing bass 66s were around £20 instead of 25. But but then you go into the thing and swing bass sets, all the different gauge permutations. If it's not 4000s or 4505s, sometimes you can get sets for 14 quid, which is where I say I have a string deal with Rotosound. Yeah, I can buy the strings I like off Amazon cheaper than I can with a string deal.
Yeah.
So the two most popular sets are the 4000s and the 4595s. 4505s. They charge a premium for those, but all the other sets, pretty much you can. When Amazon do a deal, you can get them cheap. I mean, the other thing was at the start of 2023, PMT, that's no longer with us, we're doing huge discounts on Rotosound strings. And I went to the Birmingham store and spent about 280 quid on strings. Because it just made sense. It was like,
it just made sense.
£12 each. It's £12 each.
As well, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I bought, I think, about 4 different gauges, a couple of different winding types, some nickel, some steel, because at the time I was doing a lot of repairs on people's basses. Some people just prefer nickels, so I thought, well, I might as well have a load in stock, and if people want that, then I've got them there, you know. Here we go. Java's off. Good. Take care, mate. See you next week. We'll be here, same time, same place. Gareth Harrison, thing is, G&L marketed itself as good as Fender. Well, better. Rather than better than. Yeah, most people would rather buy a Fender. Unfortunately, they didn't get their instruments into famous names' hands. They should have done. Richard then said they suit a particular breed of player. Yeah, I agree. Electric Low End, funny thing, I've never gone shopping during Black Fridays. Me neither. I just do it online. Because you get better deals after the holidays and after New Year. Yes, because what they do is they push the prices up and then say, we've reduced it from this. No, that was your discounted price now is what your regular price is the rest of the year round. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Richard, I always found G&L necks too thick. The one I've got isn't like that. This is a 2017 build, and it's just it feels skinnier than a Music Man neck.
Oh wow! Okay.
Rich, I once
good to see you.
I once had a L1505, which was kind of their Stingray looking one with 5 strings.
Yeah. I know the one.
I didn't even have it for 6 months because the neck on that instrument, and it was a totally USA made instrument. It was the thickest neck I've ever had. It was unbelievable. It was like a baseball bat. I mean, it was crazy.
Well, that's like the G&L 5 strings generally. The huge.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they made. Who thought of that one? But they were just that was way too thick front to back. It's just
the headstock shape tells you everything. It just looks so ungainly. It's just like a big club of wood, and it's like, is that the best you can come up with?
Yeah, and the electronics in that particular bass also don't do it any favors. It has
in the 5 string.
Well, the preamp on the single pickup basses like that 5 string. There's a flip of the switch where it goes into this mode where it is insanely bright. Like there's no way you would ever use that unless you were maybe
it's the treble
throwing it into distortion for like a lead effect or something. That's the only way I could see using it.
It's an overhang of the slapping requirements and.
Oh, but it had no bottom, man. It was just crazy.
No, it's very brittle.
Yeah. Anyway.
But weirdly, the 4 string, or certainly the one I've got that I've never had experience with,
the 2000's great.
Doesn't go brittle.
No, the 2000 didn't do that. Yeah, it's different preamp that they, or so it might be the same
they're trying
preamp.
to compete with what a 5-string Stingray does, and they've just taken it to the nth degree of brightness.
They overdid it.
You can't use that.
Yeah, no, it was really unusable.
Very true. Yeah, that's right.
I actually, now that I remember something about that. I had this thought that a Sadowski preamp would make that bass work, and it did. Right. And I always wanted to try one of the outboard ones, so I had that 1505 hooked up to its Sadowski outboard preamp, turned the bass up, and wow, that bass came alive. But I just couldn't get used to the neck, so I ended up selling both of those things. I thought I don't want to have this box with me just to play this bass, and I don't like the neck anyway, so I sold a whole lot. But it was fun to play with it.
I've just posted up Gareth's post. He told me about this the other day. So Baxter online,
$3.53.
you know, the retail, £3.53 for a Warwick 5-string set. It's heavy gauge, 4530, I think. £3.53 if you like Warwick strings.
Is that just for the B string?
No, that's the whole set. It's the whole set.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
You can buy 3 sets for literally just over. Oh no! If you buy 3 sets, it comes to £9.20. They do a reduction on the more you buy. So if you want 5-string sets at 4530,
Madness, that is. Yeah.
That is crazy.
And I've got Warwick strings. People have been watching the live chats on the workbench. I put a set of Warwicks on the P bass that I used for the Queen show, and I've done 3 gigs. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So if anyone's after cheap 5-string sets, you can have 3 sets for £9.20, as long as you don't mind using Warwick Red Label strings, and they're fine. I have no issues with them.
Yeah. Yeah. You should.
Well
you
done,
should remain
Gareth.
open.
Canny shopping. See my gopher on Black Friday day.
All right.
Great.
That's
Keep those
gonna be
coming.
hard to beat.
Definitely.
That could make I don't have an affiliate account with them. I don't think they do them since they came back, but I will check it out.
Yeah, very good.
I
3
once
sets
walked
of
in.
5-string sets.
It's amazing, isn't it?
That's crazy. Yeah.
£9.20.
Yeah.
I can't even buy a set of 3090s with the smallest amount of metal they use for a string for £9.20.
Oh, they'll charge you more
No.
for that. Charge you more for less.
But there is a Chinese brand of string called Dragon, where you can get 4095 sets, which are all right, actually, pretty good, for about £9.99.
There you go.
So, yeah,
That is pretty damn good.
they're all right.
Yeah.
You know, for cheapies.
Yeah, you can
In
have.
actual
You
fact,
can have. Go on.
Talking about G&L very quickly again. Sorry to circle back, but I owned a L2000 Tribute, which was okay. You know, I then tried the one that came afterwards, the M.
Oh, the M. I tried one of those. Yeah.
What a disappointing bass!
You didn't like it?
No, it was just
Oh,
nothing. Yeah,
I liked it. I liked
This is
it.
what happens with G&L. They have some basses that are just off the scale good, and then they have dross.
Yes.
I keep hearing so many mixed stories about the tributes. I've known loads of people that have had them and said, "Oh, it's great, it's great, it's great."
Yeah.
Someone else will get one. It's absolutely horrible. And I think the consistency of output is possibly one of the things that's not helped them at all.
Yeah.
I've never played a tribute. Yeah.
I see loads of them. I see them all the time in town. Like Guitar had them, PMT had them. They turn up at the gallery. Second-hand ones at Bass Direct, Bass Brothers. And some people have them, say they can't tell the difference between that and an American one. Someone else will get one, say it's the worst bass I've ever played.
It's odd, isn't it?
Strange. Bill, you've just sent me a message on Facebook. What is this? You've just found this on the Bass Brothers page, so I'm clicking it. It's not happening. I'll do it on my phone. What are we talking about here? I'm clicking on it and nothing's happening. Nothing's happening, Bill. Can you send me a screenshot? I'm tapping it and nothing's happening. Send me a screenshot, Bill. There's a picture in my feed. The other half's taken. This doesn't happen every day. Brian May on stage at the O2 with Benson Boone.
Very
She'll
good.
be up till 4 a.m. posting her photos and videos. I'm going to bed after the live chat. She'll be doing that on her own. Let's have a look here. Right, that's all good. Thank you to the 2 new subscribers while we've been on this live chat tonight. Much appreciated. Enjoy the ride. Hopefully you'll find some content on the channel that interests you. We've had nearly 550 views. Thank you very much.
That's good.
How many likes have we got here? Let's see. Please give the video a like, folks. A thumbs up. Very much helps me, the video, the channel, in the eyes of the algorithm. We had 30 likes, 550 views and 30 likes. There we go. Cool. Okay. It is just coming up 25 past 11. Chaps, I'm going to round it up. So thank you very much for attending. It's been a pleasure. Good to see you all. We'll do it again next Tuesday.
Likewise.
Don't get any younger or you're going to go backwards, being negative.
Nah. I'll drink more.
That's it. Andy, get in touch with JD. Get your bass sorted out.
I will do,
Rich,
yeah.
I'll speak to you anon as we do.
Yes, you
and
indeed.
thank
On
you
and
very
off.
much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you've had a good live chat tonight. It's been a blast. Been good. We'll do it all again. There'll be some content going up this week. Probably something tomorrow, actually. I've still got the Wilcox Short Scale 102 to go up. I've lost the video of the demo. No, because I didn't label it while it was on my phone, which is what I did the video with. And it's just a number. It's like 2091302 slash 1471. And I've got to try and find that on my hard drive. I think I know where it is. It won't take long because all I've got to do is literally pull that into the template and just cut the partitions for the different sounds and away we go. So it won't take long to get that done. So that could be up tomorrow with a bit of luck. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for attending the live chat. I'll see you on Sunday at the Southeast Bass Chat Bass Bash if you're going. I'll be there. The quite handsome and debonair Chris Childs will be there. I'll be doing a demo with Matt Gleason, I think, from Monty's Guitars from 12. Chris Childs at 2. Cake after that. So looking forward to that. On that note, thank you so much. All affiliate links in description box below. Brooks's Bass Corner merch links in description box below. As I said, Black Friday, November 28th, we'll be doing a live chat from 10 a.m. UK time in the morning. I'll see you there, but I'll see you next Tuesday before that happens. So on that note, have a great week. If you're out gigging, get there safely, get home safely. There's idiots on the road. Look after yourselves. See you next Tuesday. Take it easy.
Cheers, guys.
Good night, chaps.
Cheers.